this intro a lot. I like how it kind of starts out slow.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a huge fan of snares.
Everybody, snares are cool.
Eminem says it in a lot of his songs. Maybe one. I need more snare in my headphones, remember?
Need more snare.
Yeah, I need more snare. If you could give me more snare, Sydney, in this, that'd be great.
Yeah, can we get more snare?
It's a Jake
more
and Tanner
snare,
show.
please.
I don't even know what snare is.
Snare, though.
Snare drum. Right here. That's not the snare. That's you're doing the cymbal. You hear that?
Dun, 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 dun. I played drums for 2 years.
There's too much going on in my ears.
Well, you do. You figure out where you think the snare is.
I know where the snare is.
It's right there. Listen.
Bam.
Bam. No.
Bam. Bam. Bam.
I think Tanner's right.
No, I don't think so.
That's the hi-hat. That's a hi-hat.
There's no such thing in drums. Now you're just now you're making things up. You're just making things up. I remember when I was
Tanner had a band, though.
Oh,
I was in a band.
Man.
We toured around Upper Michigan. I have a tattoo of my 3-day tour. We played in basements, churches, and coffee houses.
Here's my thing. How can you start a band and not know how to play bass or guitar or whatever?
I did know how to play guitar.
Yeah, but you
didn't. Not great.
Did you know chords?
Yeah.
Where do you learn those? Do an A.
Here's a kazoo.
Let me see. No, do an A. Do an A with your fingers. Let me see if you got it.
Oh, where is well, this is G.
Damn, that's right. G's finger up.
This is E.
No, you're using power chords. Aren't you fancy?
No.
I don't know what I'm doing either. Hey, listen, I've had a guitar for 20 years.
E, mate.
And I tell people that I can play. I fingerstyle guitar. That's what I do.
I can't do that.
I don't know. Like,
what I can't do finger picking, and I get really jealous of people that do that.
Listen, if you want to learn an Adele song, which I've learned 3/4 of the Adele song, you give me a guitar, I could probably do it right now. But it will take you 16 years to learn that song.
Yeah.
Oh, it's time consuming.
Now, my band didn't play chords. It was a lot of power chords because I was rhythm, and then there would also be some harmonizing with lead.
Yeah. I took band, and I was the snarer. We were snarist. And I hated it. I hated every second with it. And I had to have a tutor for the snare. That's how bad I was. You know how you have to have a tutor for math? I had to go into a separate room where you know how they call out the kids and it's like you got to go. Everybody's doing math. Now you got to go do that class. I had to go into a separate room to learn snare because I had no rhythm. He's like, you just hit the thing. Like, you see it, hit it. And I'm like, I don't know about that.
When you tell me that you did drums in school, it blows my absolute mind.
Yeah.
Because every instrument, you need to have rhythm, but you really need it for drums because the drums are what keep everybody on rhythm.
Oh, I know. And then one time they're like, hey, you're going to go out in the middle of the football field.
What?
Not just me, but everybody.
Oh, I thought they were going to carry you and just dump a bunch of cow's blood on you at the end.
And they're like, you're going to be playing this. And it's the one it's almost as bad as tuba. It's the big bass as you're walking, you know what I mean?
Boom.
Yeah.
The big bass drum.
The bassy.
Yeah.
And I just said, you want me to do that? He's like, yeah, you're going to keep everyone in line. And I go, this is just going to be awful. So I added my own flair out there.
Uh-oh.
I did.
Everybody knows that in a group band, one person standing alone always helps.
I felt good afterwards. And then the next day on the bus, people were like, could you admit that other people that were they were the band elites?
Yeah.
They started talking trash about whoever the guy was doing that bass and doing his own flair or whatever. And I started trashing myself, but they didn't know that I was the dude. I'm like, yeah, that sounded awful, didn't it?
Yeah.
But I was like
yeah.
But it was completely... Yeah, it couldn't have been in my head. It was, my God, I was Travis Barker.
Yeah.
But
when I was in band, I did the saxophone for 2 years. Never learned really how to play it. But, you know, band is where all the chicks were.
Saxophone will make panties drop.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Wouldn't know. Never played.
You don't even have to. Just carry that beast around. And when somebody asks you to play, just say, my tongue's not as, it's not wet, it's dry.
My reed's too dry.
Yeah, my reed's broken.
And
you want to know who's not getting laid? Trumpets.
Oh, not in my school, man.
I don't see that.
Trumpets they got all the melody.
Can we do something? Trumpets over on this side. So if we put the band,
Okay.
right? Trumpets were more in the back.
Okay.
Kind of in the back. Or wait, where did see in the nerdy girls that played the flute?
What nerdy girls?
Well, they're the nerdy. I think they're the for my school. It was the nerdy, very quiet, shy girls, and they were like, and they did that flute.
I think we had a half and a half. Let me figure this out. This is how my screw this stupid board.
You gotta spit on it.
Okay, so
you gotta spit on it.
Oh, use your hand.
Here, I'll spit on it.
This is
Don't
how
spit on it.
This is how my band was. This is where the conductor was. Thank you. I didn't ask for you to spit in my own hand.
Well, I didn't know. What did you need?
I thought you were going to spit on the board.
No, I just wiped that off then. All right, so
Okay.
where are you at?
So this is where the conductor was, right?
Side note, really quick.
Yeah?
My conductor, he had eye issues.
Yeah.
Like one was way out, and he would never. It was so hard in the beginning when he would yell at you and tell you what, because he would look this way and be talking to you.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
he would be looking to the right, and you're getting yelled at, and you're like, these kids are so confused. They're like, is he?
Who's he mad at right now?
They were looking around and trying to figure out. They're like, who is he yelling at? Is he yelling at me or you? And then, and he wouldn't tell. He didn't tell anybody that he had eye issues. Wouldn't you think that's a thing? You'd be like, hey, listen, you guys, I know you're a new class. You're coming up in 7th grade. You don't know who I am. I'm a new teacher. I got major eye issues.
Yeah, I would. That would be day one if I had a lazy eye or something like that. Because eyes are the first. If you see somebody with a lazy eye, it's uncomfortable for everybody.
I could not. By the way, extremely talented. He was a one-man band.
Like the guy with the bass and the cymbals on his knees and the monkey that jumps around him.
It's his thing.
So then we had it went like this, right? That's how the band was?
That's a rainbow.
No, these are seats.
That's nice.
These are seats. So then he would sit there.
on that LGBTQ.
It's just seats.
Oh.
Now, I'm not against the LGBTQ,
Sounds
but this
like
is
you are.
not where it is. This
like you should use,
is not the time and place for the LGBTQs.
Somebody that would
You're forgetting the pluses.
somebody would like
What are the pluses?
Well, you just say plus at the end for everybody else, I think.
should use colorful markers, and you're only using gray.
I'm using white.
Oh yeah, you are.
Okay, so then you had in the first row.
I'm listening.
You had clarinets. This is where all the clarinets were.
Now let me think of let me think of my clarinet section.
Huskier gals.
Clarinets. That's the one they have the black thing in their hands.
Yes, and it goes down. Very phallic.
Yeah.
That was for the huskier gals and the boy that eventually will come out as gay. And then
we had no guys playing. No clarinet guys for us.
Oh, yeah, we did.
We didn't have a clarinet section.
You
That's
didn't
wrong.
have a whole section for clarinets?
You're right. I told you. They're a little husky. Not like bad.
No. This was not for the plump gals.
Right.
This was just the husky gals.
Okay. All right.
And then in our school, we had the flutes. These were the girls that wanted to be in band but weren't going to do it after middle school.
See, my flute girls were the very shy, skinny.
Some
like
of them were.
her skinny size. Like none of them were overweight at all.
Yeah.
And they were quiet. And they did really
Yes.
well in school.
Yes.
Like their grades were on par.
We had some of those in flute, but it was mainly like when it got to high school, like when my grade got to high school, none of the flute people went with. And then you had this section was sax. Then
we didn't have
this section was trumpets. Saxophone people were either made up of people that didn't want to do saxophone, but their sister or brother did it before them, and their parents didn't want to buy a new instrument. That's the group I was in. And then trumpets. Trumpets were the Jenna Kerrs. The Jenna Kerrs were, I'm going to graduate number 1. And I'm going to be better than you in every way, shape, and form.
See, I don't get that. I didn't get that in my trumpet section. My trumpets were we had a huge section of trumpets because that's just what, I don't know, it seemed easy for people.
We didn't have a lot of trumpets. We only had probably 4.
And we didn't have a saxophone section at all.
Oh, we had small. It was like 3 saxophones, 3 trumpets, and then all the huskier boys did the brass, like the tuba.
We had one
French horn,
fat guy do the tuba.
And a trombone. And then you had the potheads did all of the drums.
Yeah, there's my section.
Yeah.
Now, did you... the trombones were for my section in my grade in my class in my experience were the idiots. They were kind of the dumber ones.
We only had the one trombone, but yeah, he was definitely an idiot.
We had 4.
You had 4 idiots?
Yeah.
I mean trombones?
Why would you ever want to play the trombone?
I don't know.
Why would you ever want to play the trumpet? Why would you ever want to play an instrument that you can't just... It seems like you just don't want to sit... A guitar, you get in your...
You can play alone.
Yeah.
A saxophone, you can play alone. A flute, you could play alone.
I've done that. I just did that on the way here.
Clarinet, you could play alone. And the drums, you could play alone. But when it comes to like the brass instruments, the trumpets and the other things, I feel like if you're not playing with somebody, you just sound like you're trying to wake people up for the army.
Let me do this. Right. You have one song.
And also, how do you know what notes you're playing on a trombone?
You don't. You got to know the slide, the length of your arm.
Ugh.
I don't know.
Stupid.
Well, that's why they put those stupid ones in there.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you. If you had to pick one section, you can't do your section. Get rid of the sax. The best looking, coolest people, like if they were cliques in band, what is the instrument? What is the group you'd be like, that's the cool kids? Is that trumpet for you?
No, the drums. The drums were the cool kids.
Yeah. They're the ones that didn't care, right?
Yeah.
They just kind of did it because they knew they would get a passing grade.
Yeah.
I didn't. I had to drop out.
I was so bad.
I had to take home ec.
My teacher didn't like me so much that when I said, he was like, you're not very good at the saxophone. And I was like, yeah, I know. I was like, I really like to do drums. And he's like, oof, I don't want you in band at all. You know, he was like, oh, okay.
It would be better for all of us if you just left now.
I was upset.
Sydney, were you in band?
I was not. I was in choir.
You seem like you'd be a flute person, though. Like, kind of just quiet. You'd fit into that group.
Yeah, you wouldn't fit into the Husky Girls class.
What is the cool kids group? The clique?
Yeah.
In your band. Did you know any people in band? I forget. This is weird, too. We just had this conversation yesterday. I know every single you could show a picture.
Yep.
And I can name every person in my class, in the class above me, in the class below me. She cannot because of how big her school was.
Yep.
That is a bizarre thing to me.
I said it yesterday. In movies where like that's the whatever in those movies with high schools where they were massive, and then they pointed a girl, the guy does, and he's like, "Who's that? She must be new." And be like, "No, that's Emma Robertson. She's been here since first grade." And what are you talking about? You don't know who that is. That always seems so fake to me.
The kid will be in the class and be like, "Hey, how are you?" And then she will say, the pretty girl will say that. I think it happened in that zombie kid movie when just recently came out. No, that Netflix, whatever it is.
Daybreak.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't think she knows who I am, and I've been in every class with her since we've been in. It's like, how do you not know? Or they'll say their name and they'll be like, oh my God, she knows who I am.
Yeah.
That's a weird thing. And then Joe showed me how big his school is. Where did he go?
School. He went to like Bayport or
he went
West.
To West.
Green Bay West or whatever?
I graduated with, I think, 50, and my wife was 38.
Yeah, I graduated with 50, like 55. Yeah, no, it was 55 because I was ranked 54.
Yeah, I was. They should do that. I feel bad when I walk down with the person I had to walk beside because his last name was kind of right by mine.
Yeah.
And he had all these things.
The ropes.
He had the ropes and everything. And I even asked him I go, why didn't mine suit came with that? Why didn't my thing? And he's like, because you earn these.
Yeah.
And I go, well, what do you mean? He's like, well, you got to earn them for things.
Yeah, like you either get them for sports or academics.
Yeah, and I go, oh, well, I don't even want to be here. I didn't even want to be there at my graduation. I bet my parents basically made me go because I'm like, well, they just mail it to me, and they would.
Yeah, you didn't have to walk.
There's no reason for me to go to that. I talked Colton out of his, and Jen got so pissed.
Well, yeah.
Colton goes, because I told Colton, I go, listen, we can either go on the pontoon, go have some beers, and swim and have a blast today, or you can go sit in a hot gym and they say your name, you walk up, you get it, and you could have done this in the mail. He's like, high five, let's go swimming. And then Jen, his girlfriend, his wife now, was so upset that he picked me over her, and there was this empty seat right beside her. That's one of my best moments. Because it doesn't matter, right?
I mean, to some people it does.
Yeah, but I'll choose what matters to people.
Yeah. God, having Jake as a role model is just, it's either a great thing or a poor thing, and there's never an in-between.
Let's talk. You had car issues. I want to get to that next. because I think it's fun.
I've never been so, I'll tease this. I've never been so angry and frustrated with a human being and an organization as I was yesterday.
Amazing. We'll talk about it next. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Hey, 866-916-0959. Your pest control text line 71090. 7:40, we're going to be doing the Christmas tree. We got things that we got to give away. I'm not supposed to say that I know. I may know a gift under the tree that you may win if you were caller 9 at 7:40, and I want to fight you out in the parking lot for it.
Oh, yeah. You want to share them?
Yeah, I do.
That's kind of gross.
Take one. You take one?
Yeah, I just want the left one. My left ear is better.
Hi, there's 3 people in this room. One of those being me. Hi, I'm one of the hosts. My name is Jake, and I took that new way to work today.
Yeah?
I will say this. It is brutal, but it's 18 miles difference. It's not 17. It's 18 one-way difference.
Yeah. Which will save you over 8,000 miles a year.
I figured out it was like 9,000, really close to 9,000 a year. What is brutal about it is after, by the way, Jake and Tanner live kind of far away from this building.
Yeah.
You go through all of the towns. So after you get through, after you slow down right after, like Plymouth or whatever, and man, you're going through every town. 35, slow down to 40, 45. So it's harder for me to play Poker Stars while I'm driving.
That is true.
Because you got to pay attention.
That is definitely harder to do.
And you can't do it, obviously, I think when the roads are bad. I mean, I know people drive them all the time, but it would probably be annoying.
Just
it would probably
at
take
our
a lot.
time, they don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right, exactly.
Like, at our time, if you were getting up and worked at 9 to 5 and you left the house at 8 o'clock and did that road, the plows have been there and it would probably be fine. But, we leave at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning.
But I think it is quicker. It saves like 5 minutes, and it saves 18 miles. It is quicker. So
Does it feel quicker because you only take one road?
I want to try it again because I was conscious of it this time. You know what I mean? I'm like thinking about it. And I'm trying to concentrate because this is new because there's a lot of turns this way because it's all back. There's no highway to this.
It's just 57, right? You're just running 57 all the way up?
Well, kind of. I mean, you're on a lot of different back roads, though. Man-Cow Road. I mean, it's taking you.
Okay.
It's all paved. Thank God.
Yeah.
But it's all different lefts, rights. I was conscious of the drive, and I was looking at, okay, I got 7 more miles here, or whatever it is. But I'm going to try it a couple more times. I don't mind it. So far, I didn't mind it. I like the idea of saving miles, but now I'm just stop and go more.
Is it more stop and go?
Yeah,
is there stop
there's
signs?
More lights and stop signs.
Really?
Yeah, just because again, you're going through all those. I mean, I went through Plymouth. I went through Kiel. I went through New Holton or Holstein or whatever it is. I went through the not Coatmish. That's where you live. There's some other. I went through like 17 different towns. I do the same thing when I'm on 41. The difference is, though, is I'm bypassing him because I'm on the highway. So I don't realize that I'm going through those towns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my life.
My name's Tanner, and I got into a wreck with my vehicle on Saturday, and my vehicle got towed yesterday.
We prayed for you on my prayer chain.
And
we did.
It's odd. And it was one of the most frustrating, annoying, stupid experiences in my entire life.
Wait, the accident itself?
No, that was fine. That was the easiest part of all this. But getting in an accident, I now look at as the best thing that happened to me in this whole situation is that I almost died.
At any point did you go, oh, man, I just wish it would have happened?
Yeah, at some points I'm like, why couldn't I have flipped over that guardrail and landed face down in this river? That would have been great.
My dad did that. Literally, he was drowning.
Oh,
a car landed on him.
Well, he was fine, right?
Well, he's dead now.
Well, yeah, but not from that.
No, he was pretty beat up. He didn't break one bone in his body, and his legs were pinned up on his neck this way.
Huh.
And, his face was like 2 inches of water.
All
he had to keep moving his head to breathe. He said it was super embarrassing.
Yeah.
Anyway, come on.
Years of swim lessons did nothing for this.
Yeah, seriously.
No, so I called
AAA.
Called AAA yesterday. They said, call me in the morning. This is at 60 hours after the accident.
Yeah, but
And there was snow.
Is it because
I was giving them the benefit of the doubt because we got like 10 inches of snow, and there was a tow ban. Cars were in the ditch everywhere. If you can't drive, tow trucks are going to have a hard time pulling you up too. So I gave them the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
And then it didn't snow on Sunday, or it didn't snow like or on Monday, and they still said, well, we're not going to get it today. And I was like, okay. And then finally Tuesday, today is Wednesday, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I just want my days right. They were like, okay, we got somebody. They're going to come get your car at 1:20. And I was like, awesome. And they were like, they'll be there. It's this towing company. I don't want to put them on blast.
Smith and Towing.
I do. And they were like, they'll be there at 1:20.
Those are some roughnecks.
The people that I want to put them on because of what they did to me yesterday. This towing company.
Let's you say it, and then as a whole cast, we will vote on whether we blast them or not after you tell your experience.
Okay,
that's fine.
It's not too bad, but it's a theory that I have.
Sure, no, I like all that.
I still want to blast
them with
no evidence.
Facts, right?
Yeah. Only on ideas. So it gets to like 1 o'clock, and I was like, well, they haven't called me saying that they were on their way there, but they live in town. Mm-hmm. They'll probably call me when they leave in like 10 minutes. Okay. And then 1:20 rolls around, and I didn't get a call, and I was like, well, they're probably on their way. And then it was 1:50, and I was like, okay, 30 minutes and no phone call? I'm going to call AAA. So I called AAA, and they're like, we haven't heard anything. Let me call the dispatch. And they called them, and the first person at that place said, we had an emergency, and we couldn't do it. And I was like, well, they could have called or something, right? I waited around all day.
So where were you waiting? You were waiting in your house or whatever. House. And you want to figure this out. You want your car off the road or in this guy's driveway or whatever it is.
So at least they can either start fixing it or say that it's non-fixable so I can get a new car. It's been 3 days with only one vehicle at my house.
So instead of saying, hey, we got to go do this because this is a super emergency, we're going to have to get to this later or tomorrow, they just no call.
No call. They didn't call me at all. And then they called back. Or AAA called them again, and they were like, we thought you were going to call us again and tell us to go do it. So my theory is...
Wait a minute.
One person at the towing place...
They thought you were going to call them and say, hey, you forgot to go do it. So they were waiting for your...
So the first person at the towing place says, we had an emergency and we couldn't go do it. The second person we talked to at the towing place said, we thought you were going to call us back. So those two stories don't mix. In my head, that turns out to, they forgot. And they forgot to go do it, and now they're finding excuses so they don't look bad.
Yeah, I guess I'm so confused on that. I thought you were going to call us back.
That's what they said. That's what the towing company said.
That's what I mean. Like, what is that? What do you mean, call me back?
That's what I said.
Why would I call you back? Go get my vehicle. You know that.
That's what I said. I was like, you're a towing company.
Do you need is it a 2 call?
Apparently.
I need 2 calls before I go get it because I need to know if you're serious about me wanting to go get your broken down car.
I had the text message from them, like from AAA, like saying, hey, this is your link. You can follow where the truck is going, and if there's any updates, it'll update it. They never updated anything. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible place that was. So then I called. It's now 2:30, and I called them, and I was like, hey, I got to get this vehicle out of here. I was like, it can't sit here another day. It's been 3 days. And they're like, okay, well, we'll find somebody.
Wait, this is the towing place?
No. Now it's AAA.
Okay.
AAA is like, we'll find somebody. We'll do our best to do this. And then they called around, and I kept calling back and forth because I was like...
And poor Laura at AAA, she's like, man, I'm not even in... I don't even know where your city is. I'm trying really hard.
Yeah, they're just looking at a computer. That's why I called like 3 times, and I started every conversation with, hey, I'm going to yell. I'm going to sound really mad. I'm not mad at you, and I know there's nothing you can do.
Right, that's good.
And they laughed and said, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And then one guy was super nice, and he was like, man, you should cancel your AAA roadside assistance. And I was like, why? And he was like, because, this is going to happen almost every time. We don't have a lot of vendors by you up in your
that's
area.
The thing. You're like monopolized by that one...
By that one tow place, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm on the fence of voting yes or no on this.
There was another one.
Oh,
There's 2 tow places, but AAA only works with the one.
Okay.
And I was like, this one said they'll do it. I called the garage in town, and I was like, hey, can you go get it? And he was like, yeah, we can do it. So I called back to AAA, and I was like, hey, just give them money. Give them the money. Because they'll do it. And they're like, nah, we can't do that. So they called this place in Elcano. And I was like, what's the name of the place? And they told me, and I was like, okay. I'm going to call them and make sure that they're going to be there. Because now it's 4 o'clock. I need to make sure that this is happening. I call the guy, and he's immediately angry. The dude is pissed. He was like, What do you want? And I was like, well, you're getting my car from AAA. And he was like, God, I hate those MFers. And I was like, okay. And he's like, they tell you got to pay me? And I was like, they didn't tell me. He's like, I should cancel this right now. And I was like, how much do I owe you?
Who was this guy?
This is the new towing company. The one that's going to come get it.
I thought the dude was really cool when you called him. He's like, yeah, we can go get it.
AAA.
Wait a minute.
No. So different towing company said they can go get it. AAA set up a different one in Oconto.
Oh, I'm with you.
Yes. Okay. Set up a different one. He was all angry. He was like, you got to pay me. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I was like, how much is it? He's like, it's $25. And I was like, I can do that. I can swing it. I was like, what do you need that? I was like, do you need it now? Or do you want me to come do it later? And he was like, well, I'm busy right now. And I was like, okay, do you want to call me back? He's like, I should cancel this. And I was like, I'll pay you.
Oh, you just became his bitch.
So then he was like, what's your card number? And I gave him my card number, and he was like, I'll be there in 30 minutes. But I had to bring my kid to gymnastics, so I couldn't be there. Guy gets there at like 4:30. He calls me. He was like, what's wrong with this car? And I was like, I'm getting it towed. I was like, I don't know, I hit it. He's like, it doesn't start. And I was like, okay. And he's like, well, what do you want me to do? And I was like, you're a towing company.
I don't think it needs to start.
I was like, you tow vehicles.
Yeah.
A car not starting shouldn't be.
At one point, why don't you just take it yourself? You got to know somebody out there that can grab this vehicle.
I didn't want to pay.
I would drag that son of a bitch with a tow rope.
That's what I said.
Just down the road.
That's what I said. I only had to go 14 miles. I could have pushed it there in the 3 days. And he was like,
I wish you would have done that.
He was all mad, and he was like, if I gotta mess with this, I'm gonna start charging you more money.
Oh man!
And then I
cancel your card.
Yeah,
quick.
I immediately
called Dave.
He's got to be a joy to live with.
Oh my God!
I bet you he's fantastic when he takes the family to miniature golf.
Right?
Oh my God! He probably yells at everyone.
And I called my Dave immediately, and I was like, Dave, can you please go out there? This guy is trying to jerk me around. He's saying that the car won't start, and apparently for a tow truck driver, that's out of the norm. Most of the time, they can just drive him up on the truck. Apparently,
I like how Dave is your muscle.
I was like, can you just go make sure that like he doesn't. He's not just sitting there and then takes it and then charges me $150.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I call the guy back when Dave's like, yeah, I'll go there. And Dave started recording, and the guy was just pissed, apparently.
Oh, he started recording.
Because Dave started recording all of it because he said, if a tow truck guy is going to yell at you, I'm going to start charging you more money. Of course, I'm going to send people there to make sure that you don't just start charging me.
That is so difficult for the mentally abusive to abuse people now because of technology.
Yeah. And
that sucks.
Yeah.
It's like thievery. I was watching that the Irishman, which we'll get to later. I watched some of it.
Oh.
It was so easy to thieve and blow up buildings back then.
Yeah.
You can't do that stuff anymore. It's hard to be a mobster.
But then I called the guy back, the tow truck guy back, and he was like, I don't have jumper cables or a jump box.
Who is this guy?
And I was like, aren't you a tow truck company? And he was like, I just got a new truck, and I didn't put any stuff in it yet. And I was like, I don't see how that's my problem.
I bet if you went up to that guy as he's screaming and you hugged him, I bet you
he would just break down into crying.
He needs a hug, man. I bet you just waterworks galore.
You know what sucks is that, or it's funny, I called him and I could tell on the phone that he was only probably 5'5" to 5'7", with the amount of anger he had for no reason.
I get that.
And I don't feel bad making fun of that guy right now because he's got my vehicle where it needs to be.
Listen, it's a hard knock life.
It is a hard knock life.
When you're a tow truck driver, you guys watching that it's on Netflix where those tow truckers, it's up in Canada, obviously.
Ice Road Truckers is not tow truck drivers, is it?
Yeah, Highway to Hell. And man, I will tell you, that is rough. That is rough work right there. I want to do it, though. I don't think I could handle it.
No. But apparently
so your car's in the shop. Moral of the story, your car's in the shop. You have gotten verbally abused.
Yeah.
By a guy who probably has he guarantee he smokes.
Yeah.
He wears a wife beater all year round. with overalls that hang down by his waist. He never buttons them around his shoulders. They just kind of hang down by his waist.
Yeah, he likes... I don't think he smokes. I think he probably chews.
Chews the cigarettes?
Yeah, probably. Like, didn't fully understand what chewing meant.
Yeah.
So...
He's just chewing nicotine.
He's just like, I love chewing because you get to chew on all the nicotine, but then you take the filters and you got earplugs.
Yeah. Oh, I went to I remember going to the ditch with my little red car. That little Subi.
The Jeep that got stung by a bee?
Yeah. And a tow truck came by, and I flagged him down. And I'm like, oh, I know you. You're Dad's friend.
Yeah.
This is great. And I go, can you just pull this thing? I mean, it was just off the edge. Like, I'm like, could you just give a pull here? And he goes, nope, we're not allowed to do that anymore. They used to do it all the time, but they shut that down because of liability. But I'm like, my dad.
Yeah, can you just do it, though? Like, I know you're not supposed to, but can you please just do it?
So it cost me $50 because he said no.
Only $50?
I think it was $50.
My God. I had to, when I crashed my RAV into a snowbank, and I said, I don't want a tow truck. I told the cop I didn't want a tow truck. I was like, because if I get enough people, I can push this thing out.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't in a ditch. It was just in a big snowbank. It's like we can just push it out.
The cops are in cahoots with the tow trucks.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Because I don't want a tow truck.
Because they always call, if you're like, I need a tow truck, and then the cop is always like, do you want me to call? Then they always call the same place.
They call their buddy. Yeah.
And it's always, like, where I live, they have towed 3 of my family members' cars, and they're all terrible. Well, it's always the same person, but yeah.
Wait a minute. Why are you saying the cops are in cahoots?
Because they're in cahoots.
I didn't follow that story.
Not so much cahoots as much as the cops have one tow truck place that's either their buddy or something like that they're going to call every single time.
So you're going to get a ticket because if you're in the ditch or whatever you're saying?
And it's
I get that.
Hey, if I find somebody in the ditch, because I told the cop, I don't want you to call a tow truck.
Yeah.
So don't call a tow truck. And it was off to the side of the road. It wasn't in the middle of the road or anything. Cops still called a tow truck and charged me $100, and he never even hooked up my vehicle.
It's like the ambulance.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you get sick and they take you to the ambulance.
They have a monopoly.
They do. It's like airplanes.
Did you know that most countries you don't have to...
Just trying to relate here.
I've fallen along. Most countries you don't have to pay for your ambulance.
Yeah, I don't know about that because we do here.
Why do we have to?
Because they took you on a ride that has lights, you a-hole. I don't know why I'm all on the ambulance side right now.
Yeah, why are you on the $5,000 van ride?
Dude, it's like that one guy that got bit by a rattlesnake or whatever, and they had to airlift him to this hospital, and they gave him the what do you call it, the anti-venom or whatever. It's ridiculously expensive. When he woke up...
Cost of getting bit by a rattlesnake.
When he woke up from this... coma that he was fell into because of the snake, they showed him the bill. He goes, I wish you would have let me die because I can't pay this.
Yeah, wait till you see this because
I think we went through this. This is really interesting.
Look at images
because I thought the dude got airlifted. There it is right there. Look at that.
Go back to this one where it actually itemizes everything.
Here you go. What is the
pharmacy? $83,000.
What is the anti-venom or whatever it cost?
I think that was pharmacy. That would be the anti-venom, right?
And what is anti-venom? Where did they get this? Venom. Is this just made?
What they do is they take the venom and then they rework it so that they cancel each other out.
Oh my God, that's so sciencey.
Yeah. Pharmacy, $83,000. Lab work, $22,000. Intermediate care room, $21,000. Intensive care room.
That is wild.
$17,000. Emergency care services, $5,000. Therapy services, $1,400. Radiology, $900. Special services, what are those? I don't know. Did he get a squeezer by a nurse? Who knows? Total charges, $153,161.25. Insurance payments, none. That's all on him. That's all on him.
Do you remember that guy? This reminds me of another story, but I know we got to get out of here. We're getting yelled at. That dude that wiped he was riding his bike and he took a poop on the side because he had to, Apparently cyclists do that. I'm not that hardcore. And
joggers just do it in their pants during marathons.
He wiped it, and he wanted to get rid of the toilet paper, so he lit it on fire, and it started a whole forest fire, so his poop ended up costing him thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars that he has to pay back.
Talk about a crappy day.
Ooh, boom. I wish we had symbols. All right, we got to get out of here.
Yeah.
All right, let me say a couple things. Just get off my back for a second.
Nah.
All right. The outlet shops at Oshkosh have all the deals for your holidays. A one-stop shopping experience for everyone on your list. Clothes, footwear, household, designer bags, and much, much more. A couple things. On the way, Elon Musk would one day be a rich man and in turn make another family pretty wealthy. I think it's a really interesting story. Hashtag never happens to me. Wish it did. And I feel like Billie Eilish is getting shamed for something she can't help.
What is it?
We'll talk about it next. Jake and Tanner Show. Everybody's freaking out on this. I get this commercial and making everybody upset or they think it's funny or whatever, but I would love to have one of these. An ad for an exercise bike company. We've talked about this brand or this company before called Peloton.
Yeah.
Has been going viral. Now, I jumped on the Peloton thing really early. I called them and I wanted to figure out exactly how much it was. It's an exercise bike that you that's hooked up online, and you're in a studio in New York, and they got it. You're there with them, and you know what I mean.
Spin class from home.
Lot of celebrities have this, and why? Because it's so damn expensive.
Yeah, it makes sense why celebrities have them. They're stupid expensive.
Well, I get that, and they can't just. It's hard for. I'm thinking of Hugh Jackman because he's the one that actually says his name, Hugh Jackman, and you're riding with Hugh Jackman. But you can't just go into a bike studio or whatever and get on one of those if you're a celebrity. Actually, Tanner and I had to go do a little fun little thing for you, Sydney. A little story. Sit down.
Yeah.
Grandpa and Grandma are going to talk to you.
Which one am I?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
You've called me Grandpa before, but I feel like you were making me Grandma this time.
And no, years ago, we went into that bike studio. Do you remember how expensive it is? It's expensive to be a part of that. Oh, my God,
yeah. Yeah, even rich people are the only ones that can even do spin class.
I get spin classes at my gym included for free.
Yeah, this one was set up specifically only spinning. That is it. You walked into this place and it was in Mequon. That's another ritzy area.
Well, yeah, because down the road from that was the place where I went and did. I got a swing analysis for my golf swing, and that's a super white upper middle class Mequon thing to do.
Definitely. How much did that run?
There was a deal. It was a coupon, so I got it for $100. But he was like, "Here, let's do some. This is the lessons that I think you'll need," and it came out to like $4,000.
You get monthly on this Peloton. You can get monthly.
But it's still super
no. I'm so sorry. It costs you. You can't just get it. You have to pay monthly to be a part of those classes. I've only done that one time when I started. I really wanted to get into Tai Chi and yoga, and I did a Roku thing monthly. Never did it once. But I had to get in center. I had to find myself. Yeah. I did. I gave them so much money, and it was ridiculous. Anyway, this is going viral of this ad because this woman's getting a bike for Christmas. Her husband got it for her.
Okay.
And spending a year progressing from, like, I guess, super in shape to super in shape.
I'm in a weird place already since the name of this is the gift that gives back.
Text TV to 71090. Now, wait, I haven't watched this yet.
Okay.
I wanted to watch it with my two favorite people in the world, and that's you two. But right now, I don't have a problem with it just because, unless she's trying to lose weight, because she's already in shape. But if you want to stay healthy, I get it. People are saying she's skinny and her husband got it for her to lose weight, and it's not right.
Well, the title makes it that way too.
Well, I don't think so. The gift that gives back, I'm thinking health.
Well, it gives back means that he gets something in return. Like, I gave you a gift and it gave back. So it's like I gave you this gift and it got me a better wife.
Well, I also could look at it like it gives you more years. Now, again, I'm playing that side of it, but it'll give you more years. Let's play this. Let's see if we get offended.
I think you mean the gift that keeps on giving, not the gift that gives back.
The gift that keeps on giving would be a gift that you give somebody and they get to keep receiving things from it, like herpes.
Living longer.
But the gift that gives
back would be a gift that gives, and it gives something in return.
Right.
Which means that he gave her an exercise thing, and he got a skinnier wife.
I
get where they're coming from. I think people are too sensitive.
Right. I was looking at what Peloton did and was just saying, let's watch it. Let's see. Let's see. And then I want to read some of the comments, and then somebody did their own parody video of it. I want to see this.
Right. Okay, you ready?
So she came downstairs, covering her eyes.
A Peloton? Give it up for our first time ride.
All right, first ride. I'm a little nervous, but excited. Let's do this.
Okay.
5 days in a row. You surprised? I am.
She's really bad.
She was also...
That was totally worth it.
Let's go, Grace in Boston. 50 rides.
She just said my name. A year ago, I didn't realize how much this would change me. Thank you.
This holiday, give the gift of Peloton.
Sydney, can you look up actually the price of that?
I don't see that. Nobody should be upset with that because it never.
Well,
like,
I think,
one, they didn't do a year-long thing, so it didn't look like she didn't lose any weight.
They're already, people are ripping that company apart anyway, just because of where they put the Peloton. You know what I mean? They always have it like in a high-rise in New York, or these big, beautiful like your room that's surrounded by windows in your garden room,
ceiling windows. That's why. That's why if you see, Peloton has actually started rebranding a little bit, where they're putting their bikes in commercials in
movies.
Lower quality rooms, like smaller rooms, like rooms that have toys on the ground and stuff like that. Because I'm not gonna lie, when you watch those commercials in the beginning and you see these people in high rises in New York and in their mansion walking up to it, it doesn't seem like a thing that's obtainable for people like us.
Well, right, but they probably do have a market. And it probably is people that are making $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 a year.
That's why they put it in those big buildings.
Yeah.
Because when it's a bike that is the family package for $2,700 a month, or $2,700 includes delivery and setup, plus you've got to do a monthly subscription. That isn't for the you and me of the world.
No, I got to get on my Nordic track that I got from a garage sale for $25, and the ski keeps sliding off.
And Nordic tracks, those aren't cheap either.
Let me read some of these. Sorry to shake things up, but I'm excited to announce I'm throwing my hat in the ring and joining the presidential race and running on the single-issue platform to jail everyone involved in the pitching, scripting, acting, shooting, and approval of the Peloton ad.
Oh, shut up.
Contrary to commercial, do not give your wife a Peloton bike for a gift. Do not give her exercise equipment. I thought it was Peloton. I say Peloton because I don't know.
The commercial said Peloton.
Okay.
I thought it was Peloton.
I didn't know if I was supposed to say, if I was saying it wrong.
I don't know. I don't think that's an issue. I don't think that's the thing.
Oh, well, I don't know.
You're stupid.
I didn't want to know. I didn't know if I was stupid or
it's okay.
saying it wrong.
It's okay. I'm okay with it. I think everybody should be. The poor Peloton girl secretly hates her life. So does her Instagram husband. The next 3 weeks of this commercial on loop doing football are going to suck. Clue Haywood says, look, I don't want to be the Peloton ad guy anymore, but the newest commercial about the vlogging 116-pound woman year-long, this is, again, I'm already against it, fitness journey to becoming a 112-pound woman who says, I didn't realize how much this would change me, is just re-danged it ridiculous.
This woman is such... who wrote it? Who wrote that? Does it have a name?
That is Sam. Oh, let me do that. Let me do
if that's a Karen or a Greg.
Eve made her own parody of this.
Okay.
And I'm gonna...
Is this...
It says, when my husband gets me I'm just going to start saying exercise bike for Christmas.
Thank you.
Here we go.
A Peloton? My husband got me a Peloton for Christmas. Nothing weird about that. Thank you. You get me. Okay, my first ride. I'm a little bit nervous, and rightly so, because my husband got me a fucking workout bike.
I didn't. Sorry. Had to dump that. Glad I charged up the old dump button today because she just literally said the F-bomb. Man, it was going to be funny, too.
It was.
Because she's like, my husband got me an effing Peloton bike. Oh, boy.
Oh, my God.
The bike is $2,400 with delivery and a monthly subscription of $40. Shoes are $100.
$40. That doesn't come with the...
You get the clip-in shoes. Man, I really want to hear that parody now.
$2,400 with the shoes.
And weights and whatever this is.
I'm telling you, if I could afford that, man, I would do it.
So would I. That'd be awesome.
$62 a month you could do it for. But now that doesn't include, again, the $40 monthly for the subscription fee.
It's going to be over $100 a month.
I think it would be really, really fun. Here's the thing, though. I think some people are doing to, if you're poor like us and you get a exercise bike and you just get your iPad because you can do monthly subscriptions. You
can, yeah.
You know, it's probably nowhere near the quality or whatever as this.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder what makes this bike so special other than the screen. You know what I mean?
Probably it's red and black.
It does it just run a little smoother?
I would bet. I bet you it's not like the stuff that we can afford.
A Nordic track or a Nordic track? I don't know. Those are pretty expensive.
You got to get over you're fine with the words, man. you are an elitist with exercise equipment names.
Well, yes, I am. But like that Schwinn one looks pretty good. It just doesn't have a massive screen on it.
I like this guy. Boy, this summed up our show right here. 9832. I love your show prep. See link on that. Oh, that looks fun. Click play and F-bomb.
Yep.
I just saw this like 4 seconds ago, so get off me.
Yeah.
That would have been great. I guess the thing is sturdy AF, super quiet. The quality is just there.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the quality is going to be there, but, like, I wonder, like, that Schwinn one, indoor cycling bike's $800. It's got 5 stars.
That looks really nice, too.
It looks really nice, and it's not $2,000.
And then you just get an iPad just put it in there. I'm sure the Peloton or whatever, that studio you're looking at, it's because it's set up just for that, I think. For a bunch of Peloton people, right?
Yeah.
It's not like what you probably do a monthly subscription of some place in Philadelphia. Isn't it set up for like the Hugh Jackmans of the world because they're going to want to look at something fancy?
Probably.
I think it keeps your charts. Like when you're going, you can do races against people. Yeah, it's got a lot of different levels.
Oh, and I bet you it's linked up to the bike, which means that you can it knows how fast you're going. And stuff.
Can you find like an ad for it? Not just the Christmas ad.
Yeah.
Oh, check this out. There's another bike called whatever. You'd have to tackle that word.
What is it?
That's just like the Peloton, but a quarter of the price.
Except it's just some dude named Kyle.
We should start it. Yeah, for real. Yeah, click that. Let's see what happens with this. I might ask for this for Christmas from you guys.
Protection for
No.
Well, if you guys, but it'd only be $50 a month for you guys.
No. Still no.
All right. Oh my God! YouTube, get with it. Don't you?
Okay.
Big welcome to all my first-time Peloton riders.
This drops another F-bomb.
Keep it up, Peloton.
See, I think it's set up just for it.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it can read the bike and how fast you're going and what your resistance is. An iPad, it's not going to be able to do that.
Apparently, it's a really good workout.
Milestones that keep you coming back.
I'm sure they are.
Just one part of
the
best
oh man, I hate her. But
yeah. Yeah, that's who you'd have to talk to every single day. I like the old ones.
I really
where
want
it was, in a high rise and all those cool things.
Hi, who's this?
Hey, good morning, my friends. 3430. To kind of go on the Peloton bike thing, they also make, I don't know if it's Peloton, but somebody makes a mirror, an exercise mirror that has like a trainer inside the mirror.
Have you seen this where it's hooked onto the wall?
Can you look up the exercise mirror?
I saw that.
It's like a vertical TV, and it looks really cool.
Thanks, man. Somebody said also on here, skinny people have image issues too. That
is true.
Said you're really, really tiny. Do you think you're too skinny sometimes? Does it bother you?
I don't think I'm too skinny, but I'm not toned.
Would you want more weight, or would you want more weight than what you are now?
Not fat, probably. Probably the muscle weight. She just said she wants to be toned.
Would you rather be your stick thin, or would you rather be a fatty?
I think it would depend.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't.
A butt kind of sounds nice.
That's like I said. I feel it's weird because Nick, beautiful Nick, who's in just amazing shape.
Yeah.
He still says, he'll sit back and be like, man, I feel fat today. Got to cut a bunch of weight from Mexico, and be like, shut up. I would like to be where you're at now. Yeah. I don't think it matters.
I think guys being really skinny have much more of an issue than women being really skinny.
Yeah.
I think it would be, if I was a dude, I would much rather be heavier than stick thin.
But I think I wish I was back to where I was at in high school and stuff. I would rather be stick thin.
You would?
Yeah.
Man, I don't know if I would.
I just don't think you're ever going to be I don't think you're ever happy with your body image until you figure out your brain. I think it's just
look at that. I don't need a mirror with a trainer in it, and I don't have the room for that. Where I would be jumping in my bed.
Yeah. No, Xbox used to have a thing because Xbox had the camera, and you could do a workout thing, and it would look at you, and it would project onto you, and then it would tell you if your form was off or something. And I thought that was really cool, but then it just, I'm not going to work out in my house.
Do you think we have any listeners that have a Peloton? Oh, I know what you were going to go with. Never mind. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Yeah. Where was I going to take it?
You're just going to talk about how poor they are.
No,
they can't. Our listeners can't afford that.
Oh, they can't, but most people can.
I really want one.
It would be awesome to have one if we could set up like an endorsement.
Would you get on that side? Hey, would your wife be mad? My wife wouldn't be mad because I think she'd be super excited about it.
To get a Peloton?
Yeah, if you just got it for Christmas, like everybody's freaking out. Don't give your wife a Peloton. Take away price, like it's not a big deal or whatever. Would she be mad? Just be like, oh, you want me to lose weight?
Yeah, probably just because we're not working out.
Oh, I see. So
neither of us work out at all.
That makes sense.
So yeah, if I did that, like if you you work out every day and your wife got you that, you'd be like, that's awesome. But like you never worked out.
Yeah, you can take a little offense to it.
You'd be like, okay, well that's fun.
Somebody said they have one. I want to hear your thoughts on it. Hey, the outlet shops at Oshkosh have all the deals for the holidays. A one-stop shopping experience for everyone. On your list, clothes, footwear, household, designer bags, and much, much more. I'd be mad that my husband spent that much money on exercise equipment. Not that he was calling me fat. I don't care about that. Just the money.
That would be true. I think they'd be a little upset and be like, man, I wish that didn't happen. Then they looked at the price of it, like on the credit card statement, and said, okay, you have to return this, right?
Say, what happened yesterday with Take from Jake and Tanner? Let's find out next. Well, good morning. Now, we normally play the real live version every day at 8:10, the Take from Jake and Tanner. We're going to give you what happened yesterday and how much somebody's going to be paying for at 8 or playing for at 8. We're going to do that here in just a minute. So this couple, let me just go through the story really quick. This couple paid $100 for an abandoned storage unit, okay?
Okay.
They opened it up and they found a car. So this was back in '89. They paid $100, unclaimed storage unit, blind auction, meaning they didn't have any idea what was inside. And
Where can we do these, by the way?
I think it would be fun to spend some of our show money just on a storage unit and just see what's there. Facebook Live it, do it on the radio. It'd be fun.
That's what we do. That's what we should do every year for our prize closet.
We should give away one of those.
Unit, and then we just give away things that are in our storage unit.
Oh, that's fun. Let's do that coming up then. Where do you do it?
That's what I'm saying. Where do
you
we
even
buy
get into that
storage
business?
Units?
There's a place in Swamico that sells storage units.
Do you got to get on like a waiting list or?
No,
I think you just show up to the auction.
Yeah, when is the auction? How do we know when the auctions are?
You got to get in the...
Somebody said you can usually pick them up dirt cheap around the end of February when people meet their New Year's... Oh, sorry. They were talking about storage unit. They're talking about bikes. Here, when a couple opened the unit, under some old blankets was the 1976 sports car used in the filming of the 1977 James Bond film.
Who just leaves that in a storage unit and doesn't pay for it?
It's the car that could ride and then go underwater. So it was neat. They've been carrying it around forever, and then they've been taking it to museums and stuff like that. They did that as I don't know. They just did that, and somebody said, you should put that in auction. Because you'll get some money for it. So they put it in auction years later, and then this little boy who grew up to become Elon Musk bought it for $1 million. So that Elon Musk, it's so crazy to think how that worked. He became wealthy with whatever, PayPal or whatever he did.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, in turn, made that couple
super wealthy
by him becoming wealthy. And why? I don't know. I just think that's a neat... I don't know, you believe in fate or whatever story. And Elon Musk is just weird. It seems like he would want that car.
He is a super villain.
Yeah.
He's a villain. That truck is bulletproof. Why?
I agree.
Why does the average consumer need a bulletproof truck?
But the windows are not. Oh, yeah, human trafficking's a thing.
Is it pro or against human trafficking?
That's a fair point. I don't know.
Hey, what happened yesterday with Take from Jake and Tanner? Did Tanner win? Did Tanner lose? How much are we going to play for at 8:10? Well, let's take a trip down memory lane. Hey, you want to play Take from Jake and Tanner? Let's do that. We got some questions here. Right out of the brain of Sydney. See how you do on trivia. $80. Thank you, Prospera Credit Union Life Stage Personal Guidance. Hi, who's this?
This is Jeff.
Hi, Jeff. Jeff, you want to play?
Yes, sir.
All right, Jeff. 5 questions. Tanner's going to be out of the room. He can't hear the questions or the answers.
I'll leave.
All right.
What do you do for a living, Jeff?
I'm an engineer.
Whoa, he is a trivia maker.
No, he's not.
No, he's an engineer.
That's not a job.
He's an engineer.
Oh, dang it.
So, that is, though. Questions you can't hear. No, Tanner can't hear, nor can he hear your answers. Then he comes back in the room, get asked the same questions, and then we'll go through them all together. If you get stuck, remember you can pass, and time willing, we will get back to that question. Understood?
All right. Yes, sir.
Here we go. Your time begins in 3, 2, 1. In Roman numerals, what number does D, as in dog, represent?
100.
What is the primary liquor by volume in a Sex on the Beach cocktail?
Pass.
What character did Bill Cosby play on his TV show, The Cosby Show?
Bill Cosby.
Who did George Washington name as vice president?
Mark Hamill.
What city is the fashion center of Italy?
Venice.
What is the primary liquor by volume in the Sex on the Beach cocktail?
Rum.
Ta-da! Hi, Jeffrey. How do you feel that you did for an engineer?
I don't think I did that well.
All right. Hang on.
What happened?
Nothing. Jeffrey's just a cutie.
Oh, no. Is he that dumb?
You know this. Your time will begin.
Yes.
In 3, 2, 1. In Roman numerals, what does the letter D, as in dog, represent?
Pass.
What is the primary liquor by volume in a Sex on the Beach cocktail?
Rum.
What character did Bill Cosby play on his TV show, The Cosby Show?
Dr. Huxtable.
More specific.
No.
I'm just saying.
There's no way that it's got to be more specific.
I would know what it is, but that's just me. Who did George Washington name as vice president?
John Adams.
What city is the fashion center of Italy?
Italy.
Italy.
The boot country?
Italy.
Oh, I'm going to say Venice.
In Roman numerals, what number does D represent?
$1,000. That doesn't seem right. That don't seem right at all.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi.
You think Tanner did better than you?
Probably.
Really?
There we go.
I didn't seem confident in any of my answers.
So in Roman numerals, what does the letter D represent? Now, Jeff said pass, and he came back and said 100.
Let's see.
Tanner passed, and he came back and said 1,000. The answer, 500.
Dang it!
0-0. Hey, what is the primary liquor by volume in the Sex on the Beach cocktail? Jeff said rum. Tanner said rum. The answer, vodka. Oh, I said it like that. Very excited.
Yeah, it sounded very finishy.
What character did Bill Cosby play on his TV show, The Cosby Show? Jeff went with Bill Cosby. Tanner went with Dr. Huxtable. The answer, Heathcliff Huxtable. 0-0. Who did George Washington name vice president? Jeff said Mark Hamill.
What? You mean Luke Skywalker?
That's what I thought.
Were you thinking of Hamilton?
Hamilton.
Not Mark Hamill? The voice of the Joker and cartoons.
Tanner said John Adams. John Adams is correct. 1-0.
I know America!
What city is the fashion center for Italy? You both said the same one.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
right?
The answer, what did you guys say?
Venice.
The answer, Milan?
Mulan.
Mulan?
Yeah.
Milan? So anyway, you didn't win that. Sorry, Yay! Jeffrey. Tanner won that. Yeah. Thank you, Jeff. We appreciate it, Lo.
I appreciate you.
I need to know.
That was very nice.
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
I need to know if it came down to time, or not time, like where it was going to be either they win or I win, and I had Dr. Huxtable.
I wouldn't have accepted it.
What?
I go by the answers. I go by
That's the character.
Yeah, what character did Bill Cosby play on his TV show?
He was Dr. Huxtable.
Well, Heathcliff Huxtable. So anyone that's listening, how much are we playing for?
I think it's $100 today.
$100 today when we play at 8:10. With the take from Jake and Tanner. Hey, on the way at 7 a.m., apparently we got to be right on here in 4 minutes. We got a concert announcement because us and music.
Yeah, we are the appropriate place to do that.
So we're going to talk about it next. It's Jake and Tanner Show. This has got to stop. Sorry.
Wait, what?
Because it's 7 a.m. and we're already a minute late. We're going to get yelled at.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Hold on. Let me pause this. How do you pause?
Pause.
Pause?
Click.
This?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, that was.
No.
It just said pause.
Oh, is it paused?
I believe so, yes.
Let me hear. Paused.
Paused.
We'll get back to that. We'll finish that Maroon 5 song in just a second. We have a concert announcement to make.
That's not Maroon 5.
Oh, crap. Damn it!
Dang it, Jake! You gave away the secret!
Son of a pig!
Dang it!
We'll get back to whoever the heck that is. John B.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know.
Aluminum?
American Family Insurance Amphitheater.
Nothing says rock and roll like American Family Insurance.
Summerfest grounds in Milwaukee. Man, I got so much echo going on here. August 30th, 2020. Going to be this band. Got the live video, man. Do we have to do an air check for? Do we have to send this? I hope to God not.
I don't think so.
It's Maroon 5. I'm playing the video and there's a lot of gunshots. This is not good. Hey, do you know who's going to be with them?
Oh.
A special guest?
Cause you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that
Meghan
bass,
Trainor.
about that bass,
So August 30th.
I'm all about that bass.
Maroon 5 special guest Meghan Trainor. Tickets on sale December 13th. Please let me know if you have any questions.
It's pretty clear.
I wasn't supposed to read that part.
Do we have any questions?
I don't think so. I think we got it figured out.
Who is Maroon 5?
Maroon 5 is the
Adam
band.
Levine and the other ones.
Oh, Adam Levine and the other four?
I thought it was Levine. Yeah, no kidding. I'd hate to be in the Maroon 5. I like how I just put "da" in front of it like I'm my mom. The Maroon 5.
You know what I appreciate, though? That he hasn't left yet.
No, he could.
That he never left, because he really is the only person in that band that's worth a damn, and he could have went off and done his own thing and just came out with Adam Levine songs.
Didn't Fergie leave and then come back, or was Fergie always?
I think they were a thing, then Fergie came in.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so Black Eyed Peas was a thing. Fergie came in,
and then Fergie left.
bounced, and now are they back or are they not?
Man, I don't know. I know Will.i.am did his own thing too.
Hi, who's this?
Hey guys, it's Jim.
Oh my God! Holy cow!
Hi, Jim.
Back from the dead.
You're telling me Maroon 5 is coming to town?
Well, and then Milwaukee.
Yeah, Milwaukee, different town.
My town.
If it was 2012, I would be so excited.
It's 2012 hot. No, I'm kidding. Oh, we cannot send this air check.
No.
You have not helped Jim at all.
And Meghan Trainor, she really
Thank
hasn't
you.
done anything in a minute either.
I said she was one on the list. Remember we made that list of who was going to not be around in 2 years? Macklemore was on there.
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry was on there.
Katy Perry was, I kissed a girl. That girl's gone after that.
Meghan Trainor made the list.
Adele. I thought Adele was going to be a flash in the pan.
I love Macklemore. Is he doing things still or not?
I don't think so. His one song with Ed Sheeran.
Glorious?
No.
The
you wrap your fingers around the thumb.
I love that song.
I love that song. Same Love, I really like.
Same Love's really good. He did one about shoes, too. That's really fun. It's about like these. No, I'm not kidding. Every one of his songs.
Can we look at Macklemore songs?
Every one of Macklemore's songs always has so much deep meaning to it.
Or
and that one
thrift shop. He has no in between. It's either let me sing about my kid or how everybody should just be okay with loving each other.
Type in
or
Macklemore.
Shoes, mopeds, and in pink jackets.
Macklemore shoes. Song
shoe song,
and it's really interesting because it's about it's called Wayne. It's about I think people shooting themselves for shoes.
Hell?
It's people killing someone for a pair of shoes.
Okay, play this.
All right, I don't
clean.
know.
Look up Clean right away.
I think let's play this. This is interesting.
Yeah, Wings Clean.
All right. Wow, I didn't know he got super dirty on it.
Well,
but again, I'm all numb to swear words.
Are these about?
Well, just let's listen. Let's listen together.
Like Jordans?
I was 7 years old.
Yeah.
When I got my first pair, and I stepped outside, and I was like, "Mama,
he looks like
this
Free
air
Beer
bubble right here. It's
oh my God,
making me fly." I hit that court, and when I jumped,
gangster Free Beer is just Macklemore.
I swear I got so high, I touched the net. Mom, I
Who's the
touched
other
the
dude?
net. This is the
Ryan
best
Lewis?
day
Ryan
of
Lewis is
my
a-
Ryan
life.
Lewis looks like.
It's got to be hot. It would be hot wings. It'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Here, let's listen to this for a second.
The box, the smell, the stuffing, the tread at school. I was so cool. I knew that I could increase them. My friends
You
couldn't
kinda-
afford them. 4 stripes on their Adidas. On the court, I wasn't the best, but my kicks were like the pros. Yo, I stick out my tongue so everyone could see that logo. Nike Air Flight book bag was so. And then my friend Carlos's brother got for his fours.
Yeah, so his brother got shot for shoes.
Just wanted a jump shot, but they wanted to start a cult though. Didn't want to get caught from Genesee Park to Othello. You get clown for those probings with the Velcro, those were not tight. I was trying to fly without leaving the ground, cause I wanted to be like Mike, right? Wanted to be him, I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to touch the rim, I wanted to be cool, and I wanted to fit in. I wanted what he had, America, it begins.
I really like Macklemore.
Oh, this song, yeah.
Oh, you've heard it?
Yeah, I know this part for sure.
Was it on the radio?
I have no idea. I
Okay.
don't listen to the radio.
I didn't know where else you would hear it then, unless you were Googling him.
I don't know. I don't know where. Maybe in a movie or a show.
Could be.
I've just heard this part, unless it's sampled from something. Yeah,
Let's hear the next verse.
Yeah.
See how deep it
Want
gets.
what we can't have. The commodity makes us want it. So expensive. I just got to flaunt it, got to show 'em. So exclusive. This, that new shit. $100 for a pair of shoes.
Was it?
I would never
No.
hoop it. Look at me, look at me. I'm a cool kid. I'm an individual, yeah, but I'm part of a movement. My movement told me be a consumer, and I consumed it. They told me to just do it. I listened to what that swoosh said. Look at what that swoosh did. See, it consumed my thoughts. Are you stupid? Don't crease them, just leave them in that box. Strangled by these laces, I can barely talk. That's my air bubble and I'm lost. If it pops, we are what we wear what we are. But see, I look inside the mirror and think Bill Knight tricked us all. Will I stand for change or stay in my box? These Nikes help me define me, but I'm trying to take mine off.
Trying to take mine off, and they just consume you. It's talking about how this everything just gets brands consume you, and you need it, and you want it, and you have to have it. Bad things happen. People are shooting people over shoes, but he said he just listened to what the swoosh said, which was just do it. It's kind of like Tyler Durden says, the things you own you. He also said other things. Like the first rule of Fight Club, you don't talk about Fight Club.
But here we are.
I'm talking about it. I don't listen at all.
Dang it.
I would have been kicked out of that club instantly. I really like this song.
Yeah, this song is really nice. It's got a lot of passion to it.
Somebody says Macklemore sucks. He can't sing to save his life. I don't know. I like
He
him.
makes a lot of money.
Yeah,
It's not even saving his life. It's just making it so much better. And also, he's a rapist.
That is true. Oh. Anyway.
Yeah, but then you've got songs like...
I like it.
I love Macklemore songs.
By the way, I can't find my one-legged gift wrapper. I think it's in the cedar chest because my daughter made this, the one-legged gift wrapper.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the gift wrapper,
but she forgot the W in front of a wrap.
Yeah, and so she made this like little elf, and she's like, "Dad, I lost its leg," and it says the gift wrapper. So it's the one-legged gift wrapper, and he comes every year, but we had trouble tracking him down. It's the cutest, most innocent thing on the planet that we've made really, really bad.
Yeah, you need to take pictures of that so we can.
I will. We'll do that. I'll take the picture tomorrow.
Our elf on the shelf finally showed up yesterday.
Lucky bee, because our elf on the shelf is struggling on different places we find him. Does that make sense? Like, he's creative. He's very creative.
Yeah.
But now he has to be creative. He's got to top his creativeness every time.
Oh, yeah.
Because if he's just in the tree, my kids it's lame.
Yeah.
I want him in a cereal box. Why wasn't he there today, Dad? And I'm like, I don't know. I'll talk to him. What do you want me to do?
My God.
Can you touch your elf on the shelf? Because we can't. We got to use tongs and everything else to use him. We'll be carrying him around. My daughter will be using 2 pencils to carry him around.
Oh, yeah, no. Her name is Sparkle.
Okay. Ours is Leon.
Yeah, and Sparkle's got a thing about hands.
Yeah. Oh, she's germaphobe?
Yeah.
Okay, I get that.
So, I mean, we might be able to do the tong thing. I'll have to ask her.
We're always carrying around with different objects.
But,
yeah,
Sparkle's already being a bit of a pain to me.
Ours showed up just one day with our tree.
Yeah.
And
ours got lost.
Crazy, too, because it's weird because my daughter's finding out, like, she's like, why doesn't Jude, where's their elf on the shelf? And I'm like, I don't know. It's hard to explain that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really know why their elf on the shelf is so late or...
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, not everybody gets an elf. That's what I said. Not every kid gets an elf, but it's the kids that Santa just wants to keep a special eye on.
Wait until your daughter has this issue, because mine did a couple of years ago. They have so much fun with Leon, and then when she goes, the night before she goes, it is a sad, sad ordeal, because Piper knows, this was a couple years ago, she's a little older now, but she knows that she doesn't get to see Leon for an entire year. Mm-hmm. So she made a box in like a bed and was like, can she sleep by me? So then when I wake up, she may still be there. I mean, it's a sad, heartbreaking issue that you're going to have to deal with.
Man, I hope my daughter cares that much.
Well, right now she's not caring too much about Spark.
She loves it.
Yeah.
When Sparkle moves around the house, she loses her mind. And laughs in a way I've never heard her laugh before. Weird, low smoker laugh.
Oh.
Yeah, like Sparkle jumped in her stocking, and V turned and looked, and she's like, Dad, the elf! And I was like, what the hell? It was really weird. But she does it every time. Like, Sparkle was doing... was up on the fan, and when V finally noticed, she was like, I was like, what the hell?
If you could get that, I would love it if you could record that so I can play it to my children to scare them into going to bed.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Hey, I got to ask you guys a serious question.
Okay.
Saint Nick. That dude's happening soon, right?
I think on the 6th, right?
Yeah, he comes into houses.
Yeah.
My daughter which, by the way, Michigan, that is a different thing.
Yeah, St. Nick doesn't go to Michigan because he's afraid he'll get mugged.
When we came here, it was weird. Is that, I've been doing this for a couple of years, but I always forget. That's usually, St. Nick fills boots, though, right? I thought it started with boots. Like, that was the thing they would fill your...
St. Nick always just filled my stocking, but we put our stockings up early for him.
Right. Now, do you, yes or no, does St. Nick fill up stockings the 25th to your house?
No. Well, is Santa St. Nick?
I don't know, because I never see him.
Man, he's got a lot of different names. He does both. He does both days.
So usually, same with our house. Now, let me ask you something. Does St. Nick usually... My daughter says, I really hope St. Nick puts an Xbox One controller in my boot. Is that pricey for St. Nick, or does St. Nick usually just do little things?
Man, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
St. Nick's not Santa, by the way. Somebody on the text line.
Okay, yeah.
It's just some stranger named Nick. Comes into your house and just gives you candy.
Yeah. It's part of the Latin Kings. He's saint.
Maybe if Saint Nick went to like pre-played, got an Xbox One controller.
Right. I don't know, like on the price, like, does Saint Nick usually just do like a Kit Kat and a coloring book, or is it like, do they get $30, $40? Does Saint Nick usually?
Man, I don't know. It depends on how good I think your kids have been, and how Leon or Sparkle or their elf is saying how good they are.
2226. I'm from Michigan too, and I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, that was not a thing. And also, you guys do weird things with pickles over here. Christmas.
What do we do with pickles?
There's always find the pickle in the tree. Don't you guys all do that?
Nope.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, you told me that.
It's a Wisconsin thing, right?
Is it? Because the only person saying it's a thing is from Michigan.
Yeah.
I feel like Find the Pickle was a weird, creepy uncle game.
I probably spent... St. Nick usually does around $35 on each stocking. That's in their house. St. Nick is smaller things. I got a CD or a book growing up. Well, maybe. Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Maybe that's not... that. Maybe St. Nick could go to Pre-Plate or...
well, he makes them, so... I mean, money isn't really an
true.
option for...
Unless he's lazy one year.
Well, that stuff takes a lot for people to make.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. The pickle is definitely a Wisconsin thing. Tanner's probably just embarrassed that his family does it.
No.
That's what it says here.
No,
it's a German thing.
We're not German. You flipping Germans, man.
No, it says here, everybody in Wisconsin are German. That's German heritage.
People saying that it's
German. But we don't have any German heritage.
What are you talking about?
The pickle is a German, like my family is all Polak.
Guaranteed Tanner and Sydney do the pickle thing. They just are blocking it out.
Why are you saying guarantee? We've never done the pickle thing.
They're saying it.
First of all, we put up a poinsettia every year, so...
I don't know what that means.
0041, Jake's right. Everybody in Wisconsin does it.
Not everybody. I've never heard of this pickle thing. What is the pickle thing?
He's making up text. Nobody's saying this.
You hide it. You throw a pickle... I'm not going to explain your heritage.
It's not my heritage. It's the damn Germans. The Germans hide things.
They hide. You throw a
Germans
pickle.
Are trying to hide 6 million people, but dang, we all know where they are.
See, I'm German. Never heard of the pickle thing until I got to Wisconsin.
What is this damn pickle? What do you do with it? Where do I hide the pickle?
I'm German and from Michigan. I never heard it, but I do like pickles, so I'm in.
No.
See, my family always done the pickle thing. Born and raised in Wisconsin.
Pickles are absolutely gross. You took a beautiful, beautiful cucumber, you soaked it in urine, and now you're eating it.
Do you not like... Oh, you're not a pickle dude?
I hate pickles.
Oh, I don't mind them. I like them.
You get pickles off my burger plate? I swear to God, and then the pickle touches the bun? Oh, the pickle juice water?
All right.
I'm very against pickles.
Well,
Pickles
you should
are
be.
stupid.
I mean, it runs in your blood.
No, it doesn't!
Oh, crap. We got to finish this.
Oh, my God.
We paused that song.
You know what I realized?
What's that?
There are people on the text line that are like, wait, is Macklemore coming? Who is the... We played 30 seconds of the people who were coming in an entire song of Macklemore.
Sydney, when they ask for this air check, you just say it got lost in the fire we had earlier today.
Yep.
Everyone does the pickle thing. Clearly, you guys are lying. See?
I don't know where these texts are, and I don't know who these people are. What do you do with the pickle?
I'm so sick of getting yelled at from your... I was trying to relate with your German culture.
I'm not German!
That's what all Germans say. It's exactly a German thing to say. You guys.
Why is everybody hiding the information from me? What do you do with the pickle? Do you hide it? Where do you hide it?
If you don't know, you better ask someone.
I'm asking you now!
I don't know why I wanted to say that.
Why? Where does the pickle go?
In the tree! I've been saying it! You hide it!
Just say hide the pickle!
Okay. You really block this out. You wake up, or you go, it's like Christmas. I don't know when you guys do this, but there's a pickle. And you and your sister you told this story at the birthday station. You and your sister tried to find it, and it's like, this year I got the pickle. And then that means I don't know what you guys get. You eat the pickle, I guess.
Pickles are stupid. And why would you put a pickle in a tree? Pickles stink.
It's a pickle thing.
A pickle thing?
All right, we gotta get moving.
Pickles are stupid. I hate this pickle tradition.
It's your tradition.
No, Jesus didn't like this. If you hide a pickle in your house, no, Jesus is hiding away from your house.
Matthew 16:23, it says, "Thou shalt play the hide the pickle game." Oof.
That sounds. Once again, that's a creepy uncle game.
That's what him and the disciples played.
That seems like a frat house thing.
Jesus played hide the pickle. He invented it. Yeah.
Jesus never played hide the pickle.
I
know that there's some weird things about Mary Magdalene, but it's fine.
23. Him and Judas played that. That was their jam, man. We got to stop.
Was he hiding his pickle in the burning bush?
Hey, I want to say this. Jesus made us. So we're cool with that. He made that kind of humor. We can't control it. Why would he put that humor in us? So just all right.
Just like the pickle.
I was just going to say that, but it's okay, we got to move forward.
You can just see it like a sitcom, like you're all the family. Like Peter reaches into his pocket, pulls out a pickle. Jesus!
All right, let's get out of here. We got to move forward.
Yeah.
By the way, Maroon 5, Meghan Trainor is coming to Milwaukee. Can you go back to that concert announcement page really quick? Because I didn't know. December 13th, tickets are on sale, and they're going to be there August 30th. And that's at the American Family Insurance Amphitheater. Summerfest grounds there in Milwaukee.
Is it? Wait.
What?
That's not during Summerfest, though.
I think it is.
No,
isn't
it's
it?
on August 30th.
Oh, I don't know.
Summerfest is like the last week in June. They do concerts there, not in Summerfest? Weird.
Sounds like it.
Somebody said that my wife and I look like Brad Paisley and his wife, whatever her name is.
Who?
I know I don't look like Brad Paisley.
Find
his wife. I want to find out if my wife looks like that. Really quick.
No, you guys look like Adam Levine and his girlfriend or wife.
Brad, definitely a knockoff version for me.
Oh, I can see that.
I cannot.
I can see that.
She looks like she's going to talk back.
Well, look up Adam Levine and his wife.
I don't know.
Well, I said you and Angie are like the food club version of these
Well, I
people.
think Angie is prettier than Adam's. I don't think I'm nowhere near as pretty as Adam, but I think Angie's prettier than her. In my head, but that's because I really think my wife is beautiful.
Find the one on Ellen.
Ellen?
Yeah, it was on Ellen, the one where I saw it and I was like, oh my God.
You definitely look like Brad Paisley,
right there,
buddy.
Right there, that first one. Boom.
Yeah, I can see Angie there.
I see Angie and
with
you
the
minus
outfit.
the sneakers.
Minus anything that makes him attractive.
Well, just the sneakers. Otherwise, that's an outfit you would wear. That's an outfit Angie would wear.
Angie owns this outfit.
She does.
Yeah, that's the one where I saw it one day and I was like, when did Jake and Angie get on Ellen? That almost makes me upset.
I like this. I'm getting Tanner Pickles to continue this Polish tradition that he.
The Polacks are we don't do German things. Have you seen what the Germans did to the Polacks? There's still some bad blood there.
Can you go to Promo Suite, sweetie?
Oh,
sorry.
That's like his third time in 2 days.
I don't know. Sweet and sweetie just sounded funny to me. The outlet shops. Wait, I've said that 3 times?
Yes. And then one time you said, I'm sorry, my dad used to say that. I shouldn't do that.
Oh, I know. My dad used to say, thank you, darling. That's where I got that. Thank you, darling. I'm just a creepy old man.
And it's second nature to you to the point where you don't even realize you're doing it.
The outlet shops at Oshkosh have all the deals for the holidays. Oh, I am so sick of you guys making me into this perv.
We haven't. All we do is say things that you've done.
Just sick of it. It's not fun in the studio to be attacked daily. The outlet shops at Oshkosh have all the deals for your holidays. A one-stop shopping experience for everyone on your list. Clothes, footwear, household designer bags, and much more. Man, we didn't get to anything. A couple different things. You can. Man, you want to meet Tinder Bill?
Tinder Bill.
Yeah, you'll like this guy. We'll talk about him next.
I'm not going to do that.
All right. Let's go, Kelly Davies.
Kelly Davies.
That's it. That's how you do that. Well, I wasn't a cheerleader. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah, Kelly Davies. Kelly Davies, home team. Oh, my God. Side note, my wife was a cheerleader, and she's so dingy.
She was?
Oh, yeah, like she the same girl that when she does Tae-Bo, she punches herself in the face. She was so funny when she was a cheerleader. I went...
Why was she a cheerleader?
Because I think John Tyler was playing the sports.
I forgot about old John Tyler.
Yeah, me too. It was a good few months. Anyway, Kelly Davies' home team. What? Kelly Davies' home team with Lantro Realty. Find your dream home or starter home. They're going to help you get started on the American dream. And you're not just another number.
Well, it's nice because they get all the houses before like Zillow and Realtor and whatever one and Truly, like they have them way before those places. So if you're looking for a home, you got to go with them so that you can get in there.
And why wouldn't you want that?
Right?
Yeah. Like if I was looking at houses, wouldn't you want that before all the normies?
Yeah. The muggles get to it.
The muggles get to it. That's the word I wanted. Yeah. Find Kelly Davies Homes on Facebook or online. KELLYDAVIES homes.com. KellyDaviesHomes.com. All right. Tanner sits across from me. Sydney sits kind of diagonal from me. It's a Jake and Tanner show. Man, I found this, and I thought this was real for some reason. For far too long, like 15 minutes too long.
Oh.
Somebody created a fake Tinder profile, but the first article that I was reading was just meet Tinder Bill. He's a 69-year-old man named Bill. And I was like, well, I'm going to read some of this. And this is what Bill, 69, you got to pull it up if you can. Text TV to 71090. You can see Bill because he's just amazing. He says, I'm a single, attractive man looking for a woman to cook me supper. I ain't got time. I ain't got time for no games because I work and I only have time for hanky-panky. the woman I choose must be physically fit too. Now this guy is not. Tinder Bill is not physically fit because I'm pretty much a Clydesdale. Okay, I don't want kids, so don't be asking me to make you a baby, Karen. Macaroni and cheese is my favorite food, but not Kraft. Okay, and he spelled macaroni wrong. Thanks.
Where is it? I need to see a picture of this.
It's right here. I have a LeBaron and Hall & Oates makes good music. That ends the profile.
Oh my God!
It's keep going. It's a second one down. I think you're going to meet. Oh, go back up. No, maybe not. Nope. I'm sorry. You're getting close.
There it is.
So this is Bill. You just see a picture of him.
Bill the handyman.
Here he comes. Text TV to 710 You can see exactly who we're talking about. You got to see the second picture too of him.
Oh my God! Yeah.
Look at it. Look at his fine A on the second picture.
Oh my God!
Oh no, one more.
These are all great. Oh my God! I'm mad that this is fake.
I know, because someone tried their luck and messaged the confident handyman. You're sexy as an MFer, Bill. And he goes like this. Look, Tracy, I'm not some sex object that you can just show off to your friends. If you can't cook supper, don't come at me trying to get me to sex you up. I'm a traditional man. Do you like, and again, he spells macaroni wrong. Do you like macaroni and cheese? Also, do you agree that Steve Perry has the voice of an angel? I gotta poop. Bye. Stop trying to have sex with me, Lauren. Here's another one. I'm not some sex object. I'm sorry, Bill. It won't happen again. I'm looking for supper cooking woman, okay? I cook dinner very well. Macaroni and cheese? Yeah, but not Kraft. F Kraft. Do you like Hall & Oates? Never heard of him. Oh, it was starting out so good. But it was a face swap or whatever. Some like 38-year-old who's married made this bill, and it turns out it was all fake, and I'm so sad.
Yeah, it's some comedian.
Man, I wanted to read some of the text or the comments underneath. Was like, my God, he has so much confidence that for a second I thought that's actually how you spelled macaroni.
How did he spell? That's not. Yeah. You're like,
I don't know how you actually spell it.
I think the I is supposed to be an A.
Yeah.
Macaroni.
Say what you want about Bill, but he's managed to accumulate fat on his forehead. Not many people can say that. Poor guy. That's probably someone, right?
Yeah, but he also spelled angel wrong.
Yeah, he did it with an I again, didn't he? Like that.
Angel.
It was just really sad for me that
the world is not what it seems.
Yeah, that it was just fake. I don't know.
That this bill doesn't exist.
Right. Hey, let's go into this. There's a dictionary out there that has already amassed a bunch of followers because it's honest word definitions. Let me give you the point.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tanner, Sydney. All right. How about this one here? We're looking for one word here. The definition: where you trust the toilet seat.
Home.
Yep. Tanner, 2 points. Wow, you're good at this. Are you looking at these?
No. I'm watching a man make a coffee mug out of a log. It's very calming. Keeps my brain tight, apparently.
Peer pressure from dead people.
Traditions.
Oh, my God. Sydney, are you even playing? People who put more thought into a novel than the original author ever did. That's stupid. English teachers.
Oh, yeah.
How about this one? Sense. You'd give them a kidney, but wouldn't allow them to borrow your charger.
Your family.
Yeah, sibling. Yeah. Sibling, that's a point. Catching up now.
Yeah, thanks.
How about this one?
Okay.
Someone who listens to all your bull ass tells you that it is bull ass and still listens some more.
Therapist?
Nope.
Your friend.
Your friend. Oh. I'm catching up here. Sometimes the reason is you're just stupid and make bad decisions. This isn't a one word though. This is a saying.
Why bad things happen to good people?
Pretty much. Everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because you're stupid.
How about this one? You were too stupid to understand it the first time, so I'm giving up explaining.
Say that again.
You were too stupid to understand You were too stupid to understand the first time, so I give up explaining.
Never mind.
Never mind. Oh, you're catching right up now. How about this one? Keanu Reeves.
Angel.
Oh, that's close.
God. Jesus.
Don't touching them.
Sex.
Breathtaking. I'm going to give that one to Tanner, definitely. Roast you in the face, but defend you behind your back.
Is this sibling again?
Yeah.
Nope. You guys are on the right path, Lo.
Family member?
Brother?
Parent?
Teacher?
Best friend.
Oh.
So yeah, teacher.
More like lunch lady.
Not having to set the alarm clock for the next day.
Weekend.
Bliss?
Happiness.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the same thing as weekend. Sorry.
No, it's not. Not everybody's weekend is the same.
This is my favorite one.
Okay.
And then we can end this because this is kind of bad radio. I thought this would be more fun. Has no idea what's inside when you open a gift labeled from mom and dad.
What?
Socks?
No, hold on. Has no idea what's inside when you open a gift labeled from mom and dad.
Oh, Dad.
Yeah, it is so true, too. Every single time. Angie will do that. Colton or somebody will call me and be like, thanks for the gift. I'm like, you got a gift? Did we send it?
Oh, yeah. What I do, especially at Christmas, would be like, hey, thanks, Tanner. And be like, cool. I don't know what you got either.
You're welcome. Yeah.
What was it? It's a bigger surprise to me. What did I pay for?
Gordon would do that with Angie. I'd be like, thanks, Gordon, for the Christmas gift. And he's like, let me see it. I want to know what we got you.
Yeah.
It's just it's a mom thing. All right. Yeah. Anyway.
Because they know that if it was up to us to buy everybody gifts, everybody would get a crisp $5 bill from the bank.
$2. Make it unique.
Yeah.
Listeners put together a list of divorce songs, so I made like a mini mix with them. And I thought it'd be fun to go through.
It's going to be weird if anybody's going through a divorce.
Well, to give them strength. They were the
strength
Yeah,
ones.
sorry. That's probably better. And keep listening at 7:40 when you hear that cue to call. Be caller 9, and you get to pick a gift from the Christmas tree. That's always fun. We'll do it next. Yeah, Ricky Gervais was talking about that on the podcast, saying that it just sucks because you got to wait. Or was that Louis C.K. talking about the coffee cup analogy?
That was Louis.
Oh, that was Louis saying that it's really tough being an actor because you got to wait for somebody to create you something.
I've heard a few other comedians say the same thing.
Really?
They get not that they don't, that you feel bad for actors, saying that actors are stupid. And that the only time that an actor is well read is if they're pretty and they get a lot more scripts.
You're saying, wait.
Because of the same thing. They don't ever come up with the content. They're just an empty vessel waiting for content to fall in their lap.
You know, I was thinking, we're going to get a caller 9. Keep calling. We don't have caller 9 yet for this Christmas gift. I was reading with Johnny Depp yesterday, and I forgot that he has children, and they're getting older. And he was talking about his kid, Jack, and how Jack is he's very creative, but he doesn't want to be in the spotlight and all of that. Then I started thinking, Johnny Depp is... Oh, this is what it was. Johnny said, I'm so glad that he doesn't want to be an actor. He's like, phew. And the people that have said that they're glad that their kids aren't actors or going to get into it, I think are the people that are so famous that it hurts. Like Johnny Depp his problem is he's too famous. Do you know what I mean? I feel like Daniel Day-Lewis is one of our best actors, but I think you could lose him in a crowd. You know what I mean?
You never know what he looks like because he changes himself so much. But Johnny Depp just looks famous.
That's what I mean. So these people that are saying, I don't want my kid in them, like Angelina Jolie, she doesn't want her kid doing it. Brad says, I hope they get into architect or something. That's because you're so ungodly famous, you got to put up with so much BS. Because I think there's a difference between being the Daniel Day-Lewis in acting, and then there's just being famous. Mm-hmm. Do you agree with that? Like, or no? Like, I feel like, again, I think Daniel probably has his own issues, obviously. But I think, again, he doesn't deal with all the other stuff like Depp and Brad and all that because I think they're more famous than Daniel Day-Lewis.
Well, also, Daniel Day-Lewis hasn't been in the news for drugs, alcohol, and beating his wife. Mm-hmm. Mm. So, like, when Johnny Depp says things like, I hope my kids don't do it, in my head, the end of that sentence is, so they can beat their wife and nobody cares.
But also, Ryan Reynolds says it, too.
I know, Ryan.
And he doesn't do that, and he's really a family guy, but I think he has the same issue right now. He talks about how Hollywood is awful.
I wonder if it's going to change now. It sounds weird, but since the kind of the Me Too movement happened, and I think these big studios aren't abusing these or aren't going to abuse these actors as much. Does that make sense?
Wait, what is your statement?
I think acting in the last 20 years has gotten really rough to be an actor behind the scenes.
I see what you're saying because of all the things that you're putting up.
25 years,
especially for women.
Yeah, it's been really rough. Like when Johnny Depp, Brad Pitt, Ryan Reynolds, when these guys were coming up and acting, it was really rough and you had to do things and stuff like that. But I wonder, since all of this Me Too and kind of they're saying no, and the fact that these independent films are being made that aren't big corporations.
Well, I think it's easier to get lost because when Brad and Johnny were doing this, you only watched movies. You know what I mean? They didn't have the internet as much as it was, so maybe it's a little bit easier. I love the story of when Brad was dating Gwyneth. That was a thing. I don't know if you know that. Harvey tried to do something with Gwyneth, and then Brad went, and this was before Brad was, I think, Super Brad, but he went right up there and I don't know. I just like that. I like that it's a very nice story that he went up there and told him. I don't know exactly the story.
Like
I'm paraphrasing that. Defending her,
Weinstein
lash
the business.
Yeah, and he, I think they was asked about that, and he's like, "It's just how I was raised. You're just not going to do that, and I'm not going to not say something." And I love that. I love that he did that.
Do you remember when Seth MacFarlane went on stage and called out Weinstein for, forcing himself on women before it all came out?
Wait, MacFarlane did?
Yeah. He was on stage at like an award ceremony and said, like, the worst thing that could happen to you is this, other than being locked in a room with Harvey Weinstein. And then he would look at him. or being a woman locked in a room with Harvey. You'd have to watch the clip, but yeah, it happened like 6 months before, and it's because it happened to one of Seth MacFarlane's friends. And he was like, "This is BS. I'm going to call him out on it." And
do you remember how Harvey was justifying all this in his brain? He compared himself to Jesus in the persecution or whatever from that, just saying, "I had to have this, had to happen to me, and I had to sacrifice because now." People are aware of it, and if it wasn't for me,
oh my God,
this one. I mean, that's how. This is what he was saying.
Do you remember when Bill Cosby's PR person?
Oh my, that would be so tough.
Went out and said that he was like Jesus. And he was like, you know what they did to Jesus? I had to crucify him. And how'd that work out for Jesus? And I remember we just said, did you just call Bill Cosby the rapist Jesus?
Hi, who's this?
This is Tyler.
Tyler, caller 9!
All right.
Settle down. You don't even know what you won yet.
Shut up.
Yeah, calm down. God. You're being really annoying, Tyler.
My God.
No, we're kidding. We love you.
Who are you?
I think it's Steve?
Tyler?
Hello?
Oh, there you are. Hey, listen, we have 3 different presents under the Christmas tree. Really, it's all a lie. I can tell you right now what you're getting.
Yeah, but the theater of it!
Yeah, sorry.
Jake, what does your present look like?
I'm so jealous of Tyler. If you pick the right present, I'm so jealous of you. And when you come pick it up, I will fight you, but know that I'm not very strong.
Yeah.
And you will probably crush me. So you'll have to live with that. When you get the prize, you'll have to go back home knowing that you beat me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to make you cry. So.
Well, you're
Shut up, Tyler.
It could be a Christmas present to Jake if you.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
All right. So you got here's your first present is wrapped in a sock.
Does it look like a bar of soap in a sock?
Or it looks like there's like balls.
Balls?
Yeah, like oranges. My mom always put oranges in the sock to take up space in the sock. Or oops, Santa always did that. I always woke up with oranges in the stocking.
I always got fruit.
Yeah, I also got oranges. I don't know why, but
clementines.
You weird upper middle class. Jake and I got oranges, and you got a pomegranate. I didn't even know that was a real fruit until like 6 years ago.
What is a pomegranate?
Right?
My God.
How do you even eat a pomegranate?
Do you guys eat dollar bills too? I just feel like that with your stocking, Santa's just putting in money. Oh, looky!
Oh, I got $1,000 in $2 bills. That's fun. Pomegranate. I got old oranges.
No kidding. They were. Yeah. Santa put in old. Like the banana would be brown. I had to put it right in the freezer, and Mom would be like, good, we get to make banana bread. I don't want banana bread today.
Yeah, and I don't know why St. Nick did this, but my St. Nick thing would be filled with old oranges and Halloween candy.
They put it, or he would put in months old Halloween candy.
Yeah, and that's what I got in my house.
Got a sale.
And little old Sydney here is getting. Look at me! I got another pomegranate for St. Nick's Day. Isn't this nice?
Yeah, and my stocking.
They're really hard to eat, so maybe you guys should back off.
It goes well with my white privilege.
My stocking was also the very top. It was like a bag of chips. The first half of it was all air.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, mine wasn't getting filled up. It was all in the toe.
All right.
You got AirPods, Tyler.
Hi, who's this?
This is still Tyler.
Oh, what's up? What do you need?
We haven't told him what the other presents look like.
You want to request a song? No, we're kidding. All right, hey, you're caller 9, Tyler!
Where's my bell?
It's awesome. All right, so Tyler, settle down, though. Okay, we got to go through these.
You haven't won yet.
So we got a Christmas tree up in here.
Yeah.
I hate lying.
Yeah.
Is it decorated?
Yeah, no, we just have an evergreen in here. Damn it, Tyler!
Jeez, stop asking the stupid questions, Tyler. All right. So
okay, it's 2019. Anything can happen.
All right. Anyway, so
I don't think that phrase applies here.
What did he say?
It's 2019. Anything can happen.
That doesn't even make sense. I guess evergreen trees can happen. Listen, Tyler, settle down. You're having too much fun here. Anyway, so we got one Christmas gift that's wrapped in a sock.
Yes. Mine.
Let's open it up.
No.
Okay,
are you sure you want to open up that one? You don't want to open up mine?
No, it's fine.
Mine.
That's good.
is wrapped in saran wrap and looks like AirPods.
You can do that one too. Too bad you chose a sock, idiot.
You took old orange sock.
All right, Sid.
What's yours look like?
Mine is just a box again.
Okay, unwrap your gift. The sock.
Yeah, you got the sock in orange.
Make the sound effect. Oh, make the sound effect.
Yeah, you have to make it with your mouth.
Oh, look at this. You want an orange?
Yes! Old oranges!
You want to trade it in?
Yeah, do you want to trade it for something else?
You do? What one would you like? Do you want Sydney's box or... No, you cannot have that. You're taking.
Or do you want the clear plastic wrap around what appears to be an Apple AirPods box?
Or Tanner's box.
Okay, I'll take.
You want Tanner's box?
I'll take that.
All right, Tanner's got a big box.
Yeah, my box is bigger.
Okay, so unwrap it, Tyler, but don't get all fancy with your sound effects. Remember who the stars of the show.
Yeah, so once you settle down.
Right.
All right, that's just awful. It's like you kicked your phone around.
Yeah.
What did he win or get?
AirPods! Hey! What a surprise!
Good choice, Tyler. We appreciate it.
Right on.
Now remember, what are the times, Tanner? Hang on, we're going to get your information.
7:40, 11:40, and 4:40. That's when you can get the. You can possibly do this totally real tree.
Cool, man. I really want some of those Apple AirPods. For some reason, that's
how Apple gets you.
Yeah.
I have no use for them. I have wireless earbuds, and I have headphones to use on my computer. There's no reason to want AirPods, but Apple makes it, so I need them.
I like if I have to do any kind of shopping, because my wife does not think that I do anything important during the day, so I get all the shopping duties and everything else. I like in the store wearing them, but I don't like wearing my workout ones so much. But the ones that wrap around your neck or whatever.
I don't mind wearing my workout ones in a store.
Somebody said Steve's still on the line when we were just jibber-jabbering.
Who the hell's Steve?
We go to the library.
Yeah.
We do?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, by the way, the outlet shops at Oshkosh have all the deals for the holidays. A one-stop shopping experience for everyone on your list. Clothes, footwear, household, designer bags, and much, much more. By the way, didn't we do Kelly?
Yeah.
Did the Christmas tree. Hold on, we might have the...
Yeah, we did that.
I do want to talk Verve, though. Verve is a credit union, and they have something really cool that can help you this holiday season.
Yeah, it's called the Pumpkin Spice Loan, and it's what I'm going to be doing later this week or early next week. When you get a car and you move it over, or car, truck, boat, ATV, motorcycle, snowmobile, camper, snowmobile, motorcycle, ATV, boat, truck, or car from a different financial institution, and you move it over to Verve, they're going to try to get you a lower rate. Most of the time they can, but they can't.
Right.
You can't guarantee it. And you don't have to pay for 90 days.
So remember, if you have a loan, a car, truck, boat, ATV, motorcycle, snowmobile, camper, boat, ATV, truck, car, you take it over there. Take that loan right over there. They can help out.
Yeah.
They try to help.
Yeah, they try to help. They want to save you money, man. They came in here and said, 88% of Americans can't handle a $500 surprise bill.
Hey.
And we want to change that. And I was like, don't you just want money?
We have about a minute.
We do?
So can you talk about more of the loan and just keep adding on what you can take over? Like car.
Oh my God! Yeah,
you got about a minute, about 45 seconds.
Okay, so yeah, if you have a loan from a different finance institution and you move it over to Verve, say you have like a car, truck, boat, ATV, snowmobile, camper, VCR loan from 1997.
Been there. Blunder.
You made some bad purchases on an Amazon gift card.
Ooh,
or you got a Segway, go-kart track.
Ooh. Oh, Peloton.
Peloton.
Move your Peloton loan over to Verve. Those damn things are so expensive. I get it. All right, we're probably good now. I think
people.
No.
Do you not finance them?
Nope.
You don't finance yours?
I don't have people. No. I mean, I do. They're my kids, and I kind of own them.
Yeah.
But
you do. And your wife.
I didn't load them.
Yeah, you don't. Well, you're good. See, a lot of people, not like you, they had to finance their people.
Yeah, that's different. I've never been there. Who do you even talk to on that?
Greg?
Yeah, Greg with 2 G's sounds like. Anyway, so verbacu.com. Well, we lost that sponsor for next year. Goodbye for that endorsement. That was a good endorsement, too.
Wait a minute. Yeah, probably.
Hey, on the way, I want to get to those divorce songs. If you're going through a divorce, this will give you power. From listeners that went through divorces, they listened to this. We made a mini mix. We'll do it next. 866-916-0959. Your pest control text line happens to be 71090. 2 brunettes, well, actually 3 brunettes, 1 being blonde right now. 2 dark haired. That's who fills this room up.
Oh, I didn't know what you were doing.
I didn't either. Hi, I'm one of the hosts of the show. My name is Jake, and I just want to brag about my dog just for a second again, because he's so amazing when I go on a mountain bike ride with him. Again, now he's just trained, so when I stop, he sits.
That's awesome.
And I haven't had to beat him much. Kidding. That was a very bad joke. I don't do that.
But I know a lot. I had to do it a lot.
I don't know how he actually really learned. I really don't. I really don't know how he just picked it up, and it was very, very easy. And it makes me feel awesome when people are driving and they look, because I know they go to their house and they're like, I wish my dog would do that.
Yeah. Do you does your dog train really well with it, like affirmation? Is he like a reward, or does he treat, or does he? I
really don't. I'm not. Are you talking about like tricks?
No, just like the training, like.
No, I don't. I don't do the. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, good boy, or whatever you do. But I'm just a little bit more stern with it. Where it's like, I'll tell him to sit. If he doesn't, I push his butt down.
Yeah.
And then every once in a while, I'll do the affirmation or whatever. But I'm mostly, as Caesar would say, I'm pretty much the leader of the pack in his life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dog, I tree trained him, which was a mistake, because then he just does things if he gets rewarded. So I stopped doing that, and then I started wrestling him more, like my neighbor told me to do. He's like, wrestle him, pin him to the ground, make him lay there until you can tell him to get up. And then that lets him know you're in charge. Because I'm reading in an animalistic way, that's how they did it in a pack.
What you're saying here is all true, because I'm reading a book right now about a dude who lives in Alaska. Mm-hmm. And this is a true story, and he had a mentor with a dog, and this is how he learned how to train his dogs. And this mentor was talking about, and it goes through how your dog is people humanize dogs, and it's the worst thing you can do is think that they're a person, because they're not a person. They're completely different, but people humanize this.
Yeah,
they're
become
wolves.
your baby.
It sucks to think, but Jim on Demand has a wolf. You know what I mean?
A couple of wolves.
Yeah, so
those things are vicious.
So the things that they do are instinct, and how you train them. Like like that guy gave you that idea. I don't know if that's the best idea. I don't know. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying.
I know that I asked him how is his dog so well trained, because like I said, he'll walk out of his house. That dog, I've never seen it on a leash. And he'll go get his hair cut across the street, and the dog will wait at the end of the property line until he comes back.
Yeah, I think you have to understand more of their background, and not that they're humans. When you train them, I think training will become a lot easier for you. You know what I mean?
And there's some dogs, like we had our dog Coco. It was a lab. We never had to do any of that, but it was just a great dog. It stayed by you. They were very loyal, and some dogs are just like that, where you don't have to sit and work with them really hard.
To be honest, the one thing that I struggle with is sometimes when people will come to the door. It's not that he barks or anything, but he wants to know who's there.
Yeah.
So, like, I got to push him back, make him sit, and then if I go to the door, he wants to stand up and still come, so I got to push him back. But then there's somebody at the door, so I can't sit here and just train him while somebody keeps knocking at the door. I mean, there's ways I could do this, but that's the main issue I have with him. But like you said, he's really easy to train. He's just kind of gets it.
Some dog, like I said, Gustav, he is an awesome training dog when he knows you have treats.
Yeah.
Like if he knows you have something that you might give him, he'll stand by your side the whole time. He'll sit when you stop. All of the things that you're supposed to do.
Right.
And it's awesome. Second, he does something and he doesn't get rewarded because he doesn't care about affirmation. He doesn't listen as well. But what I do like is that I can open up my slider door, let him out. He doesn't go crazy far. And if I whistle once and shut the door, within a couple of seconds, he's at the door waiting to be let in.
That's good. We've always had dogs that have never been, except Billy, because Billy's so old, he has dementia. He doesn't know what yard he's in.
Yeah.
But
he thinks he's in a road,
right? So, but we've always had the dogs that you can just let out and they come back, just like Dozer. We don't really care too. We actually in our neighborhood, this is how cool my neighborhood is. Bella, our neighbor dog, and Elliot,
Doodle.
The one isn't, but the other one is a golden doodle. They will come around, or one of them will just come around. They come to the back door in the slider, and to get Dozer out. They want to come over. They're basically asking, can Dozer come out and play?
Yeah.
And then we let Dozer out, and they rip and tear through people's yards, and Elliot will go home, and then Dozer comes back to the back door. 10 minutes went by, and nobody's watching them. They're just playing, and then they come back. It's really cool, because I thought that only happened with kids. But no, in our neighborhood, dogs come to the back door and will scratch. Open the door, they won't come in. Sometimes they'll come in, and they'll be like, hey, you got my dog down there? Yeah, he's playing with Dozer inside. It's really a weird neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
It really is.
I find, because Gustav is my first boy dog that I've ever had.
I like boy dogs.
I find girl dogs easier to train. Because
I don't know. I've only had boys.
I think instinctively, girl dogs know they're not the head of the pack. Does that make sense?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, maybe.
And I think that's why I'm having a little bit more, because we always treated our dogs, they could sit on the couch. If they wanted to lay on the bed, they could, but they always listened, because I think they knew, even just, once again, it's not a gender thing, but dogs in the packs, they're not in charge. So a girl dog knows that she's not she still has to listen. And I think Gus.
I never had a problem with our dogs with training. And they've all been boys.
Yeah. But I just find it a little harder.
Mine, the only one that I had really trouble with is because was Ray, because I wasn't giving him, he was that coolie that was so intelligent, I wasn't giving him enough attention, so it became
Isn't the one thing you trained him to do was get you beer?
I did. Dozer, I'm on this. I try working with Dozer. I don't care about rolling over and all that crap, but I try doing something daily with him, because we got time to do this. But my new thing I'm working on, where I do this with my hand, I push him away. Like if he comes out to the kitchen, he'll sit, and then I do this and he backs up. And I'll do it again until he keeps backing up. Like if he's too close, I want to train him that for the door. That's what I'm trying to do. Like, back up, you're too close to me right now.
Yeah.
I like that. Anyway, we got to play this. Nope. I'm so stupid. There
My God. What is this sound?
It is a take from Jake and Tanner. You got a chance to win $100. Please don't blow it, Tanner.
I mean, I don't want to.
Who do you want? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6?
I'll take 1.
Hi, who's this?
Robbie.
Robbie?
Oh, God.
Yep.
Tell me, Tanner's really good at this. Tanner, tell me a little bit about Robbie.
Oh, Robbie works with his hands.
Ooh.
But he only has, like, I don't know, 4/5 of a hand, which means that he's lost at least 2 fingers.
So he's not too smart.
No, or he doesn't learn from his mistakes quickly.
Hold on. By the way, somebody said, Tanner, now your turn to introduce yourself. We forgot to do that, Jake.
Oh, hi. I'm Tanner. I'm the other host of the show. And I was too right about Robbie.
Robbie bounced. He's like, I don't need this morning. I've only been up for a half hour.
As he's on his way home from the hospital, losing his 3rd finger. Don't need this.
Hi, who's this?
Hi, this is Jill.
Hi, Jill. Oh, Jill, you sound fun. All right, Jill. You're going to be playing against Tanner here. Sydney, introduce yourself really quick.
Hi, my name is Sydney.
Give me a little character development.
Lately I've been thinking, or I've been afraid of trafficking.
Yeah, I want to get back to that. Well, let's not go down that path, but I get that.
I'll tell you this right now. Jill waited till marriage.
Yeah. Jill, did you wait till marriage?
Oh, my God.
Jill, no, really, be honest, Jill.
No.
Oh, you sinner! Sinner!
I like how she
was outraged.
It was so many before marriage that she's like, oh, no. I was well into the 20s by marriage.
Jill, if you had to pick one, cocaine or heroin?
Oh, that's just fun.
I would probably say cocaine.
Oh, you are a sinner.
Cocaine is the good one to do. You don't get a physical addiction to it.
Not like all the men she's went through. All the men she's addicted to. All right, anyway, Jill. Sorry. Jill, we love you, and it's all in good fun. We got 5 questions, Jill.
Okay.
And Tanner just left the room, so he can't hear any of the questions, nor can he hear the answers. Remember, if you get stuck on one of these, you can pass, and time willing, we'll get back to that question. And Tanner's going to come back in the room, get asked the same questions. And at the very end, we're going to go through all of the answers together to see if you won $100. Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union with Life Stage Personal Guidance. Hey, Jill, do you have any questions?
No.
Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. What was the name of Jasmine's tiger in Disney's Aladdin?
Pass.
What team did the Green Bay Packers defeat in Super Bowl? What Super Bowl? What Super Bowl,
Wait.
Sid? What? What'd you say? What team did the Green Bay Packers defeat in Super Bowl?
2, right?
Oh, you have 2. I'm sorry. Super Bowl. The second Super Bowl. Super Bowl 2.
I was so confused on why you kept asking me.
I don't know. Detroit Lions? I don't know.
Okay. Into which sea does the Nile River flow?
Which sea? I don't know.
Who became the first person to become a billionaire by writing books?
Billionaire?
Billionaire. Who became the first person to become a billionaire by writing books?
Hemingway?
Which Apollo space mission put the first men on the moon?
These are horrible questions.
Don't blame the questions.
That's what it is. I was really dumb, I guess. I don't know.
And what was the name of Jasmine's tiger in Disney's Aladdin?
I don't know.
Tana! Bet you if there were a bunch of men questions, you would know.
That was horrible.
Jill, you're fun. What are you eating now? Hang on, Jill. We're going to put you on hold.
I don't know.
How do you think Jillian
Looks like a pretzel bun.
I think Jill did just fine. It seemed like it took a long time today.
Okay. Well, we're going to find out.
Sydney, you're supposed to tell us things when salespeople give us information about Super Mario 2.
Oh, somebody gave you information about Super Mario 2?
Yeah, but I didn't understand what was said.
What was said?
I have no clue.
Super Mario 2 was not a Mario game. It was a game that was already made.
That's right. I remember that.
Yes.
And then they put the characters in.
And then all they did was put the character in. That's why the doors were weird and everything sucked.
Yep. Hey, you ready, buddy?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. What was the name of Jasmine's tiger in Disney's Aladdin?
Oh.
No.
Go, pass.
What team did the Green Bay Packers defeat in Super Bowl 2?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll never get it.
Into which sea does the Nile River flow?
I don't know.
Who became the first person to become a billionaire by writing books?
Tony Robbins.
Which Apollo space mission put the first man on moon?
Oh, Apollo 11.
And what was the name of Jasmine's tiger in Disney's Aladdin?
I don't know. Oh, holy cow!
Hi, Jill. You ready?
I got one right.
I am. Yeah.
All right, what was the name of Jasmine's tiger in Disney's Aladdin? I believe, Jill, your answer was I don't know.
Correct.
Yeah, Tanner's was I don't know either. It was Raja.
Dang it!
Raja. Hey, what team did the Green Bay Packers defeat in Super Bowl 2? She said Lions.
No, they went to Matt.
Tanner said I don't know. I'll never get it. Oakland Raiders.
Yeah.
Oakland Raiders was the answer.
My only guess was going to be the Niners.
Hey, into which sea does the Nile River flow? You both said I don't know. It was the Mediterranean.
Dang it!
You're both tied at 0. Hey, who became the first person to become a billionaire by writing books? She said Hemingway.
Oh.
You know this.
I probably do.
J.K. Rowling with Harry Potter. That was it. You said Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins not a bad guess either because he's sold lots of books.
Tons of books.
But anyway, it was J.K. Rowling. You're both tied at 0. Hey, which Apollo space mission put the first man on the moon? Jill said, I don't know. Tanner said Apollo 11. Apollo 11 is it.
I destroyed you, Jill. It wasn't even close.
All right. Thank you, Jill. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
All right,
hey, no,
bye.
we love you. We're just picking on you. You know that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Tell all of your men that we love them, too. See ya, Jill. I want to go through this really quick. I don't think I would have known Aladdin. I definitely would have known the Green Bay Packers. I think I could have got the Nile River by guessing. It would have been more of a guess.
That was my guess, but I didn't know.
And I would have done the J.K. Rowling and probably Apollo. I would have known. I would have said Apollo 11.
Would you have gotten that right away? The J.K. Rowling one?
Yes, I would have got that right away.
Because I would have never thought. I just didn't think of her.
But Harry Potter was when I was a senior or 11th or whatever grade. The books were humongous.
The books were massive when I was younger because we read them in school.
But I think at that time when I was 17 years old, it was such a pop culture because it was just books. I don't even know if there was movies at this time.
No. Like when they first came out, like our second grade teacher read us the first book, and
but you're second grade. That's what I'm saying. Like I think that's why it would stick in my head so much because
they've always just been there.
Yeah,
but
also,
then they didn't.
I
they
read
didn't finish.
too.
And then they didn't finish until I was probably.
But see, I would consider you guys knowing them more as movies than books, and I look at them more as books because I've never watched a movie.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I read half of the books.
Man, I get so jealous of those little brat kids. Their life is just set. Why are you over there smiling? Tell us the joke.
I just think it's funny that you're jealous of them.
You're not?
Like their parents probably sent them to an audition.
I know. I wish my parents did that. No, not at all. I had to go collect cans in the garage, empty Busch Light cans to go try to get candy at a store. It's like an Easter egg hunt for me. Those Busch Light cans. They're hidden everywhere.
And then you would steal a boxer figurine from Precious Moments in a magic book.
First of all, that was Meyer. It wasn't at a Precious Moments.
Oh, sorry. Oh no, aren't those figurines called Precious Moments figurines?
Hey, that is bizarre that I decided to steal a boxer figurine and then I've owned 2 boxers. So you know what? Meyer owes me an apology.
No, they don't. Why would they owe you an apology?
I don't know. Hey, on the way. It's getting late in the 8. I don't know if I want to waste good content.
My God.
I don't want to these 8 o'clockers at this time. They deserve it. We could get into the divorce songs.
Yes.
Listeners gave a list of songs that helped them through the divorce, kind of made a mini mix. We'll do it next. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. forget, the outlet shops at Oshkosh have all the deals for your holidays. A one-stop shopping experience for everyone on your list. Clothes, footwear, household, designer bags, and much more. Jake's here with you. Tanner's here with you. Sid's here. Hey, guys, it's the Jake and Tanner Show. I wanted to tell you that. Let me just read what I have here just before we get into this list of divorce songs. Now, apparently the National Board of Review gave Adam Sandler the Best Actor Award for Uncut Gems.
When does that come out?
Upcoming through December 13th. It's in theaters.
I'm very excited.
And this is actually a legit acting award he's receiving. I mean, he's won Teen Choice Awards, blah, 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 stuff like that. And Razzies numerous times. But the closest Adam has come to a serious acting award was he scored a Golden Globe nomination for, what would you guess?
Probably the horrible or the ridiculous 6.
Punch Drunk Love. Do you remember that?
I remember that movie. I never watched it, though.
Have you ever watched Rain Over Me?
No.
That I thought he did really good in, too. But it's weird to think if they're saying that he's on his way possibly for an Oscar for this. Would that change his career path? Would he stop doing Netflix comedies? Would he start becoming more of a serious actor? We've said it numerous times that I think the best actors are comedians.
Yeah.
Dramatic actors.
Yeah, they usually are. I don't know why. I don't know why that is what it is. But I don't know. I think Adam Sandler knows how crappy his movies are. Like that Sandy
but he makes
Wexler.
Money.
Yeah, but they sell. He makes money on them. And I think that's what he enjoyed doing. He even said it in interviews and stuff. He said, like, I know my movies aren't great, but I make them for me and my friends.
You're right. He did say because I got to I want to get Rob Schneider some money.
Yeah.
So I make these movies so some of my friends can get paid.
Yeah, and he knows
crazy.
it, and he makes them for himself and his friends. Like, they find them funny, so they do them.
Would it be weird to see Adam Sandler like playing a Daniel Day-Lewis?
I think it's going to be weird when we watch Uncut Gems. Can we watch a trailer for that? Have we ever watched it?
We have. I don't know if it'll go over
Probably
on air.
Not over on air.
Well, let's watch it after.
Yeah,
because it is fun. I just watched it on. There's a lot of good movies coming out, by the way, soon. I'm excited.
Are there?
Well, I don't know. I know there's that one. There's one with I think Kristen. There's a few good actors.
Oh, the Charlie's Angel one?
No. 2 different ones. There's one called 1912 coming out that looks amazing. It reminds me of very Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
The 2 guys have to go get his brother.
Yep. It's got Benedict Cumberbatch in it.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's going to be one of those, like when Bryan Cranston was in Godzilla.
Yeah, I think
so. He was only in it for like 4 seconds and then he's dead.
Really excited about that. And then there's another one, probably called Underwater. I don't know. They're in a submarine 7 miles down. Something bad happens. Okay? To the submarine.
Yeah.
The only way they got to get to they got a spot down on the sea floor that they got to get to, but they have to put on a suit and walk across the darkness of the ocean to get there, or they're going to die. And there's something lurking down there.
Anglerfish.
Oh.
Could be bluegill.
I got Yesterday on DVD and Blu-ray if you want to borrow it, Jake.
What?
Nobody has things to play that.
The movie that you wanted to watch.
Which one?
The one about the Beatles.
Is that good?
Oh, Yesterday? Did you watch it?
It's not good.
Is it not?
Yeah, but what do you know? What is your favorite movies?
Hope Floats.
Okay, first of all, 50 First Dates is a great movie. So
50 First Dates. I don't remember it, but that's kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's an Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore.
Yeah, what do you know?
Comedy.
You thought, what's his name?
Al Pacino.
No, him too. You thought Al Pacino was 2008 hot.
Oh, Paul Walker.
Yeah, Paul Walker.
No. Hey, you watched the first, 20 minutes of The Irishman?
Oh, my God,
What do you think? We're on movies. This feels appropriate.
Hold on. Somebody said it was in 1912 or 1917, the movie.
I don't know.
Is it 1917?
I thought it was 1853.
No, it's 1917. Sorry, I'm a complete idiot.
Well, 2s and 7s look alike.
Anyway, The Irishman, I watched I think 45 minutes of it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Okay.
But this is my type of, this is my jam, man.
Is it slow?
It's kind of slow. I love those organized mobster crime movies. I think I would do well in The Mob.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you would be either a bartender that wears a vest and those puffy sleeves.
As in their establishment?
Yeah. Or you'd be like a poker table guy at the back alley poker table thing.
I'm taking offense to this because I think I would, if I was in The Mob, because I think I would do well. I think I would be one of the guys. I would listen real well. I'd gain their respect.
I don't know. I think it's the same way. I think it's the same way like in Cowboy Times. I think you'd just be stain mopper.
I don't think
up at the brothel.
I think you would tell like the mob bosses that you owe me more, and that would really just get you.
Who is this guy? I don't know.
I wonder what your name would be. Because they have those fun,
the fun
New Jersey,
like,
oh, look at that, it's Jake Two Fingers.
I wouldn't mind that.
Why? Because he always smells his 2 fingers.
I do sometimes.
Why is he always smelling his 2 fingers?
I know this is not fun. But the movie, you should. I think you would dig it too, just because there's where I'm at. Jimmy Hoffa's in it. It's a little political.
Yeah.
There's some cool things. It's hard to not know that. For me, it's hard not to see Pacino as Pacino because his delivery is Pacino-y.
Yeah, it's just kind of the Scarface,
kind
of thing. No, you'd be Pretty Boy. That's what they call you. The Don would get you in bed. Give me the Pretty Boy. I'm gonna send him on a case. He's gotta go woo a woman.
You really need to watch Goodfellas. You should try watching it.
Is that Lifetime?
No.
Are you sure?
Man, but do you... Let me ask you,
I'm not
are you
a
a
huge
fan
of mobster movies.
Well, then you're going to hate.
I'm not a huge fan, but if I watch it, I'll respect it. Probably.
The Mob still exists. Jake would be too paranoid to be included.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that would be your name. Jake...
Shaky Boy.
Shaky Jake. Shaky Jakey. Let's get...
Shaky Jakey.
Get Shaky Jake to do it. Tell him to go grab me a can of paint, because then it'll be all good and mixed by the time he gets back here. Last time I had him go get me a soda, it's exploded all over my face. Get Shaky Jake out of here. Or Sweaty Boy Jake.
I'm always crying. Jake. Like every time I see him, I'm just crying.
Give me clammy hands, Jake. He's a good guy that we can talk to.
I love your mob boss voice. We don't have to do it right now, but do Goodfellas trailer. I want Tanner to watch it to see if he would be, and then we'll come back going. Yeah, I would watch it or I wouldn't. I think you would possibly like The Irishman. It does move a little slow, but it does have your political kind of feel in parts that I'm watching right now. I think you would think it would be interesting, the Jimmy Hoffa and the struggle that he's having with the union and all that jazz. I think you'd be like, oh yeah, this is fun.
Yeah, I don't mind mob movies. Because that doesn't seem like it's an old mob. Like, this isn't a 1920s open up the suicide door with a Tommy gun.
Well, De Niro and Pesci are now.
Are they trying to kill a dog or a kid?
Well, I'm not now. Well, they're playing an older. They're older, and they're
are they just remembering?
And they're remembering, and they're going back, and they go back and forth. Like they de-aged De Niro and Pesci.
Did they?
Yeah, and it doesn't look bad. I don't know if it was. I don't know what De Niro really looks like old. Really, I don't know if it was necessary.
Man,
but
De Niro?
Yeah, does he look really old?
Oh my God!
Let me see. I haven't seen.
De Niro looks terrible. He is seconds away from. He does not look good.
So sad. He is like 78, I think, or something like that.
He. Look at that! Look at him standing next to Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. He does look a little older.
And that one, the Me Too movement.
You know what I don't like? It's doing the very Liam Neeson thing on Taken 8. When he's playing the younger version of himself and he beats somebody up, you can tell like he's an older man kicking. You know what I mean? Like he's kicking the guy.
They didn't get an actor to at least body double him like
no,
they did on
they did with
the
him.
Gemini Man or whatever whatever garbage movie that was with Will Smith. My God, when is he going to come out with something good again?
Somebody said that movie's 3 hours long. You're wrong. It's 3 hours and 30 minutes long.
Yes, that should have been a mini series, man.
I I love those type of movies though, so I'm
You're
into
excited
it.
that it's going to take a week.
I
It
am.
might as well be a miniseries.
Really, I am. And to be honest, it's on that. Pause it.
Yeah.
Just come back to it. You jerk.
Yeah, but I hate pausing movies.
Do you?
Because I always have to rewind at least 20 minutes, depending on how long it's been, to remember what I was going through. Because otherwise I'm going to spend 20 minutes trying to remember what's going on, and then I miss 20 minutes, and then, what a cycle that gets me in.
I have an issue right now. My wife wants to get into a new series, and I tell her to shut up, mind her business.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
Right. Well, no, she says, and for me, I'm having some kind of weird issue with this right now. I can't get involved in a series because I need an ending because I don't know when we'll get back to it. So I want something I need closure right now.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
The series, I don't know where we're going.
What's the series?
She wants to spend the 8 hours looking for a new series.
Oh, yeah. Me and your wife are very alike. I enjoy watching things with my significant other, and I enjoy the thrill of a new series.
You enjoy searching for a mini series?
No, but I enjoy watching them. So, I don't just... I like watching new things.
Okay.
And I like them. I like series more than movies at this point because I think there is no difference anymore between the quality of TV and movies.
I agree with you on that.
And I love character development, and as much as that movie is probably really good, 3.5 hours isn't enough time for me to really care about a character.
I'm getting confused.
You know what I mean?
I get confused on it because I'm comparing them so much to Goodfellas, and they're not the same. They're not just older Goodfellas. You know what I mean?
They're not. They're like, this is not a sequel?
No, and I keep getting confused on this, where I'm thinking how it was then when I watched it years ago. I've seen Goodfellas numerous times. You should really watch it.
Is it good, fella? Flipping on fire today, am I right?
By the way, somebody just texted in this. There is a guide to how to watch Irishman as a miniseries. There's a how-to.
Good.
WikiHow.
I would love it as a miniseries. I like anything almost as a miniseries.
Yeah, I'm getting that. I'm getting that.
Well, like I said, I don't know why. But with Breaking Bad, if Breaking Bad was just the movie, I don't know if I would like it as much. Because I got to watch Walter grow over 50 hours of content.
Do you have the same feeling with Aaron Paul's Breaking Bad, the movie that came out? Do you have that same feeling?
It's different because I got 50 hours of content with Jesse to where when I saw this, if there was a standalone movie...
That's not fair, though, because that is so good.
But the same thing with The Walking Dead. If The Walking Dead was just a movie, I don't care about... That's why the zombies in zombie movies are the stars. But in The Walking Dead, there's all this character development. You've watched these people grow. You feel like you've become part of their life. In movies, I just can't feel that connection in 2 hours.
If you, by the way, have not watched Breaking Bad, you got to do yourself a favor and watch Breaking Bad. Yeah, right here. They just Quentin Tarantino, whatever his name is. It's one of our P1s. P1 Quinn. He has a guide right here. He just posted on the Jake and Tanner Facebook page, and it tells you episode 1, this is where you go, this is where you stop it.
Okay.
Episode 2, this is how you make it a 4-part miniseries.
Oh, okay.
If you want to.
That's not bad. I won't do that.
No, probably
That's
not.
extra steps.
Yeah. Hey, Quentin Town, nice. Guess what? It was a waste of time what you just did, idiot.
Thank you. I'll never do it. I won't. I just won't.
I can't wait for tomorrow's show. Because you just reminded me of something that we're going to do earlier in the hour, and you're going to hear from people's stories of some embarrassing things that have happened. And I read one last night, and I was crying. I couldn't stop. I was crying laughing, and you know how I don't like laughing.
Yeah,
I'm not
you
a fan.
hate it.
Yeah, we got a good show tomorrow. Don't waste your time listening to anything before this on the podcast. Just tune in tomorrow's show. It's going to be great. On the way, do you want to get into that mini mix?
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't sound like you really wanted to.
Well,
we can do anything. We could just rip and read and save that for tomorrow.
Well, now I just want tomorrow.
We can give away Star Wars tickets.
We do have to give away Star Wars tickets.
All right, there's a lot of things we'll get to next. Jake and Tanner Show. Forgot to pee. Now I got to do it.
My Dave has sent me a text.
Okay.
He said Goodfellas and The Untouchables are two great gangster movies.
You're not going to like Kevin Costner. It's Kevin Costner, Untouchables.
He doesn't look like he's writing anything either.
I like if he plays the blue-collared
dirt person,
yeah,
yes.
I think he does really, really well. Like Swing Vote, that's a really fun one. If he plays those parts.
But like when wasn't he Robin Hood?
Yeah.
He had super long hair, and I was like, that's just Kevin Costner with weird hair.
Hey, we got some time here. Sydney, go back to the clock hour if you can. And pull up the second segment in the 8 o'clock hour that says, let's test some Sid knowledge here. Text TV to 71090. Oh, no. Hold on, now, wait, before you see this, we're going to see if you know exactly what this picture is, and we'll do our best to describe it over air, so when you're listening.
Yeah.
Now, remember, Sydney is 17.
Yeah, pretty much.
So she's a little bit younger than Billie Eilish, and so she's may have some trouble with this. Because it says here, if you're under 40, there's no way you'll pass this quiz. You sent this over. Did you watch? Did you look at any of this?
No, we just read the thing.
Okay,
you're under 40 too, Jake.
I am.
We're all under 40.
There's no way as a team we'll pass this.
Well, let's find out.
Okay.
The first picture that you see, you used to find one in every car. What are they used for?
A cigarette lighter.
That's a cigarette lighter. That's 100%. I burned my thumb on one once.
Fun fact, my truck still has this.
It still has an actual cigarette lighter or just a spot?
What would you do with this thing at a store?
You store film in this.
Yeah.
That's one of those black cases for the film. What would you do with this?
Okay,
if you're in Jake's truck, you still have this. It's for windows.
You roll up your window. Hey, that's how my left arm I keep it strong.
Yeah,
this is so easy.
Yeah, this isn't easy.
All right, then what is this for?
Payphones.
Ah!
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, before you go anywhere. This is they're against the wall. And they're little dividers. Because if you went into an airport or whatever, you had to call somebody to, hey, I'm here at the airport. Where are you at? Come pick me up.
Yeah, you go to the phone bank. That's where they all were.
Okay, that's on the...
Oh, I know what that is.
I do too. That's on the
floorboard.
The floorboard, and you click it with your foot.
Yep.
Can I look at the options?
No.
Sure. Well,
yeah.
Go for it. Yeah, operator's window wiper. Popped open the gas tank. Pop open the trunk. And brighten the headlights.
I think either window wipers or brights, but I'm going to go with window wipers.
You'd be wrong.
It's what? It's brights.
It is. What's this? Oh, I know what that is.
Oh, me too.
Okay, it looks like... how would you describe this, Sydney? Have Sydney describe that.
Yeah, you describe what you're looking at here.
If you take a CB radio, but just the part that you talk into, rip two of them, and then stick them on a pole together.
Yep. Okay.
Opposite facing ways.
These are your options now.
Yeah.
A public 911 telephone, drive-in speaker, walkie-talkies, a school intercom system.
Drive-in speakers.
They're drive-in speakers.
Yeah, they are. These clues
are stupid.
They're stupid.
I don't like the clues.
You don't get to look at the clues anymore.
What would you say? Explain what that is, Sydney.
Ooh, what is that?
It's like a model of a spine that somebody made. Like you rip those things out and then you make something.
That's how I would describe that.
Yeah, that's about. It looks like vertebrae.
I have no idea what that is.
Is that a pill separator?
I thought it was a file separator. That's what it is.
It's an ice cube tray.
It is an ice cube tray.
It is?
Yeah. Okay, describe that. You know what that is.
It's a cassette player.
No,
or an Amtrak.
It's an 8-track.
I like Amtrak. She
Well,
said Amtrak.
Well,
It's an
that's
Amtrak.
It's 8-track.
I like old cigarette case holder.
What are those used for? Sid.
Isn't it film again?
It's a camera.
Film for a camera.
Oh, it is? Go back up to that.
Yeah, it's film for a camera.
I thought it was a camera.
No, that's not a camera. That's film for a camera.
It's the size of my finger.
They had special cameras for that.
I like this. Look at
for
this.
that film.
Go down just a tad. Tiny cell phone.
Yeah, very tiny cell phones.
All right, here we go. How to describe this?
Describe it? It looks like you took a SIM card for your phone and made it the size of a lunch tray and then put a handle on the side.
I think I know what that is.
I know exactly what that is.
I'm pretty sure I know exactly what that is. That is a credit card scanner, right?
What would you say, Sid? Or would you have no idea?
Well, this looks like it's holding down papers right here. And these are little dots on it. So, like, maybe it's like a telegraph thing or something like that, because these look like it's a code of something.
Before Tanner, or before there was just swiping credit cards wherever, that's what, when people came over to your house,
you had to imprint it.
They put the credit card on that thing, put some paper over it, slide it back and forth, and then that was the receipt for your credit card.
And that's how they also took payment and be like, okay, now I have your credit card information. Yep.
Hey, what is that thing? Describe that.
I think I know what that is.
Boy, I have... I'll take a guess, but how would you describe that? That's tough.
It looks like a really old furnace, or like a little like heated...
That looks small.
...thing. And then the sides are just popped off, so if you touch it, then you will burn your hands.
That's how I would have described that. What do you think that is, Tanner?
I think it's a bread slicer.
Oh, maybe. Let's go down and see the options.
I think it's a bread toaster.
Oh.
It could be that, too.
A dish rack, a portable heater, a toaster, a napkin holder.
It's probably a toaster, yeah.
That is a toaster.
And I knew it had something to do with bread.
What's that? What do you describe it first?
That's what you do to keep people in line.
Yeah. Slicey.
Describe it. It's a...
Looks like a medieval weapon.
It does.
But like small. I think it's a can opener.
It's a can key, I think they used to call them, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a can. Well, there it is.
Yeah, can opener.
What do you got there, Sid?
Well, that's just a pencil sharpener with no case on it.
Yeah. We had those all over the place in our school. And, what's this person attempting to do? There's a pencil through a cassette, one of the cassette holes.
Rewinding it.
Yeah, we're bringing the tape back in, fixing the jammed wheel.
Yeah,
or rewind
that
tape.
is not how you would rewind. Nobody in their life did it that way.
No, that's fixing a jam.
That's fixing it when all the thing came out and you had to reel it. But nobody was rewinding a tape with a pencil. But man, I bet you could look at almost any teenager in the 90s and 80s, and their pinkies were permanently just a little smaller at the tip because they would put you put them in there and be like, I got a pencil.
I had this stupid cassette player in my car that to rewind the song, you had to eject the tape, flip it over, fast forward through one song, and then eject it.
That's what you did.
Put it back. That was mine. I didn't have a rewind on mine. I had to fast forward the other side to rewind the other side.
Which was brilliant and innovative, really.
But man, did my buddy, you went into his car, he could hit fast forward.
And skip?
No, it would stop. I never had one of those that would just stop. It stopped in between songs. It was new technology that knew how
skip.
to. Yeah, that knew how to stop. Mine, you just had to keep going. Stop, play. Stop, play. Yeah, it was a pain.
Yeah, that was skip feature on a cassette where you'd hit it because there was just like a little. There was like a little stop in between songs. Sure. Those are expensive tapes, though.
But man, were you awesome when you had your cassette? You unzip it, open that up, and you go just down. Like, what cassette do you want to hear?
Yeah,
I love cassettes. Bringing them back.
Yeah, my driving was CDs.
I love going to Goodwill and getting cassettes. You can never find a Walkman, though.
So, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to Goodwill. The next time I go to Goodwill and grab some cassettes and see what ones we have.
I did, remember? It was when I had the red truck, because the red truck had a cassette player.
That's awesome.
And I was trying to find Def Leppard and all those things at Goodwill.
We don't even have a cassette player in here.
No, we don't.
I don't
Why
even
would we have a
CD
cassette player?
player in my car.
My truck does, but you had to pay extra for it.
All right, let's move on. What would you find in that case?
It's a sewing machine.
That is a sewing machine case. How'd you know that?
Because I know it's sewing machine. I don't know. It's just.
Did somebody have that, or you've just seen it on TV? Pop culture?
Yeah,
I think new ones.
Roadshow.
I think new ones kind of look like this too, but most people don't have their own sewing machine that is a traveling one.
All right, a couple more of these. What was the relationship between these two things? It's a record player and a penny.
I've heard it before.
See, I have no idea.
Would you use a penny to sharpen the needle?
Or would you just stop record from skipping, spin the top of the record to prop up the needle, or to remove blemishes from the record? I'd think to prop up the needle. Be my guess.
Yeah.
No. It stopped the record from skipping. How would it stop the record from skipping?
Do you put it...
Prop it up?
Yeah, do you put it underneath it?
By the way, if somebody knows what we're talking about with a penny and a record player, can you please call the show? Because how does that stop it from skipping? We'd love to hear it. 866-916-0959. You got to do it real quick, Lo. Give us a call.
Yeah.
What about these? What are these? Oh, I know what those are.
Butt dice.
Nope.
They're butt dice.
They look...
Don't look at any of the answers. Those go on top of the camera for flash cubes.
Oh, yeah, that's a flash cube.
Flash bulbs.
Yeah.
That's a potato masher.
That's a potato masher.
That's what they look like now.
What's that? Boy, that looks like, I don't know, what does that
It kind of looks like a stamp or like a meat tenderizer of some sort.
I don't know, that doesn't move. I think that is to open up jars.
What do you got? And this will be our last one because we got somebody on the line.
Yeah.
I have no clue.
Just pick it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just scroll down. Yeah,
it is a jar opener. Hi, who's this?
Julie,
Hi, Julie. How would you use the penny in the record?
you put it on top of the needle to weigh it down so it doesn't skip.
Oh, makes sense. The more you know. Thank you, Julie. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Julie.
All right, we got to get going. Karen Hour, lots of music next. We're going to do that. Can't believe we're here already. Also, I want to say the outlet shops at Oshkosh have all the deals for the holidays. One-stop shopping experience for everyone on your list. Clothes, footwear, household, designer bags, and much more. Remember, if you missed anything on the show and you want to go back and listen to it, JT, text that to 71090. It'll be updated here in, I don't know, like an hour.
Yeah, about that.
Oh, sorry.